Hello, how is everyone doing? Actually, no, that is not a Radin Hololive reference. It's actually a different, well, the actual original song and dance and the animation is actually from Honomura Himawari, if I remember correctly. Let me just pull it up here. But then someone on Bilibili actually reskinned it into Katsuya, which, I mean, I just love it. So, Honomura Himawari. Am I spelling it? Himawari. I think it's Hololive. 1 second. Pretty sure it's Himawari. Honma Himawari. Yeah, sorry. I'm just trying it here. And, yeah, so it's theirs. Then Bilibili took it and they just did it that way. Put it up. There we go. I wonder if she still has it as her live stream intro. I think she does. The fuck? You have a beard now? I've always had a beard, basically. So, wait, there is a live stream in this game? Well, there is. The thing is, though, I should say there was. The live stream itself actually came out last week, but I was just busy. So I couldn't watch it. I've not really had a chance to watch it until right now. But I did, wait, no. To be fair, I caught like 2 or 3 minutes of the end of it. And I saw the English, I checked out the English one because I wanted to see the subtitles. And I've got to be honest, from what I saw of the EN chat, it was cringe. Like, honestly, when I was looking at the chat, I was thinking, yeah, this is why a lot of people think that EN sucks. Because I jumped over to the JP side and saw a JP chat. Maybe there's like some kind of similar things going on there. No, JP was like completely chill. Like their chat was completely chill, looking like really excited. But EN side, they were just fighting with each other. They were all just fighting with each other. It was pretty bad. And when I say EN though, I don't mean the West, because we all know that there's a lot of people in the EN community that are not in Europe or America as such. Like, there's a lot in the EN community that are from, say Philippines, Indonesia, Malaysia, etc., etc. So when I say EN, I don't mean the West. I'm just saying EN as a community. It was pretty bad. The chat, should I say? One second. I'm just going to show you this here. This is for the intro. That was. I'm always asked about like, what is that intro? So this is where it's from. This is Honma Himawari, right? She's with Hololive, from what I'm correct. Yeah, I'm not really big into the VTuber scene of things, but I'm pretty sure if I go to any, there it is. Just skip there. Come on. Will that work? YouTube is so terrible nowadays. Yeah. So this is the original. This is the original. Oh wait, no, I'm turning the sound on. Hang on. There we go. There you go. Sound would be useful, wouldn't it? So yeah, this is the original. And then Bilibili got it, reskinned it, and here we are. Oh, she's from Niji? Oh, okay. Oh, she said, she says, Niji-san, you're right there. Blind. Yeah. Philippines mentioned Rahu, yeah. Yeah, we're kind of toxic. Yeah, you are. Southeast Asians arise. Yeah. See, you can blame Hans. It's their fault. Alright. Anyway, so that's where the original of the intro came from. Right. So today, you speak. Wait, no. Before I get into that, you're saying Raiden as well. I do actually have some skins, some Kartia skins with Raiden as well. Hang on, let me pull it up. I wonder if I can like play it on the YouTube browser, so I don't have to switch things. But I actually found some today. 1 second. Of everything. It's so weird because like Raiden, Japanese, right? This background text is Korean. This was uploaded to Bilibili, China. So we've got like an amalgamation of all, not all, clearly, but like Japan, South Korea, and China all into this one video. It looks like brain rot. It is. And I love it. No, not happening. I do have another one for you. Hang on. Let me pull it up. I don't have a Bilibili account either. I found these on Twitter. Anyway. Oop, gabu. So yeah, that's where I've got a few of these. Duet Night Abyss is abbreviated as DNA. Yeah, I think that's on purpose, I'll be honest. So I do have the DNA Duet Night Abyss CBT2 special preview program booted up, ready to watch. But before I get into that, as you may have seen from my previous video that I uploaded earlier today, Honkai Star Rail has released this developer radio version 3.4 special edition, and in there, just long story short, this is a good update. This is a very good update. I don't care if you're a Hoyo hater or what. I'm clearly not a Hoyo fan, really, obviously. But you've got to be objective about these things. Like, this is an objectively good update. It just is. Why they chose now to implement updates like this, not going to say. You can have your opinions. And we have no idea. I will point out, though, that Honkai Star Rail is the game that started the whole Genshin could never meme, right? So it's not out of character for them to implement really good updates. It's taken a while. It's been a while. putting it lightly. But yeah, there are HSI players that didn't like the update. They're idiots. They are literally idiots. This update, let me just pull it up here. I'm just going to go quickly, like a TLDR type thing here. Buffs, the buffs you can toggle on and off. I've been told that the reason why it's a toggle and not just a general buff, boom, as it is because something to do with Chinese laws that they can't change anything to do with the character after release if it's a character that people pull for, spend money on. I'm not entirely sure. I know that you can't take things away. but you can add things to characters. I think there's a bit of a misconception about what that law is. Like, this is a buff. It's just like adding things to their kits. I don't think there's anything being taken away, so I don't know if that law really applies, but either way, it doesn't matter. Having a toggle, giving the players the choice to play in either this mode of the character or this mode of the character, good. Yeah, if nerf, I understand, but buff, exactly. That's why I was like, some people are saying that in my comment section, so they had to do it because of Chinese laws. I'm like, not in this case, I don't think so. But regardless, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Buffs with toggles, cool. Let's go. And then down here, skip dialogue and story summary. So they're actually implementing a skip button. This is the skip button that they have had since the very beginning. They've had this skip button since the very beginning. And I talked about this a while ago when I was on GachaCast a few months ago. And I said that, yeah, when you go through the story and then you go to a battle and you lose the battle, and you've gone through the cutscene, you go to the battle, you lose the battle, and you have to replay it again, you have the option to skip the story at that point on the second time. So they have the ability to skip story built into the game already, just make it applicable to all things. And they've finally done it. Good. Yeah, they were hiding it, exactly. The thing that I want to see exactly how this is being implemented. Okay, it's saying here that story conversations were broken into segments you can skip by paragraph. I want to know how long that they are defining as paragraph. So if it's just like because each character, one character's line is a paragraph. And each character has like several paragraphs before they go to the next character. So if you're like constantly skipping, like over and over and over and over, just get through one dialogue cutscene, that's not cool. What I did say, I don't think that's what's going to happen, because they showed a bit later on here where they showed two different characters speaking and they're talking about this. So I think it's not that bad. I don't think it's that bad. But again, I'm looking for the catch, because we all know what Hoyo is like when it comes to updates. Like, it looks good, it sounds good, but is it? I did say that, like, for this skip by paragraph thing, I think they should allow you to, if you like click and hold for like a couple of seconds, and it just skips the entire thing, and that would be even better. And if they do that, if they have this function in where you can skip by a paragraph by a click, or skip the entire thing by a hold click, then that would actually, guys, be honest, that would actually be a better skip button than the one that we have in Wuthering Waves. It just literally, like, because it has more functionality. It gives more control to the player. Like, skip button in Wuthering Waves is fantastic, don't get me wrong. Of course, we all love it. I never use it because the dialogue in Wuthering Waves is good enough that I don't feel the need to skip for it. That's the best skip button, not having to need it, but you know. But the actual functionality of the skip button, if this has more, then it means it's a better one. And if it's like functional and usable, then it's a better one. But it doesn't matter. If it's a lesser one where we can only skip parts, you have to. So say, for example, if there's a scene in Wuthering Waves, you press the skip button, it skips the entire thing. Cool. But if for the same kind of thing in Honkai Star Rail, for the same amount of length, you can only skip like the first 2 minutes. You have to skip like 5 times just to get through. That's not a good idea. That would be a worse skip button, objectively speaking. That would be a worse skip button, objectively speaking. That's why I'm thinking. That's why I'm wondering. I want to see how exactly they're implementing this into the game. You know? I did skip the exploration quest in Wuthering Waves. I mean, there are some. I usually skip the daily quests, the daily login quest thing, because I've already played them all and I've already read the entire dialogue. So I'm like, okay, skip, great, fantastic, love it. But yeah, Tango Hotel. This is Hoyoverse we're talking about. They will still find a way to fuck it up. Yeah, I said the same thing. I want to see exactly how they implement it. You know. But the saying here, this dialogue skip feature will apply to dialogues in Trailblaze missions, Trailblaze continuances, companion missions, and adventure missions. It does not apply to cutscenes or exploration gameplay. On this exploration gameplay, they're saying exploration gameplay, which tells me it's talking about the instructions or like the manual, like how to use certain new gimmicks. Some people say that that this means the exploration quests, the overworld quests, which are like unvoiced, which would not be cool. That's the same kind of thing that happens in ZZZ. Like the ones that you really want to skip, they don't allow you to skip. The ones that you don't have to, that you might not want to skip, they allow you to skip. It's really weird. So if it's something like that, not really cool. But still, regardless, allowing them to just bringing this into the game in the first place is really, really good. If this really functions as it sounds, then I do admit it would be a better skip button compared to, that's what I'm saying. Exactly. If, massive if, huge if on that. It sounds good. I've read this 2 or 3 times to try and find the catch. Because we've all been burned before. I've been trying to find the catch. I can't find it. So if there is one there, they're hiding it pretty well. But the thing that I personally was really happy about was this story recap section here. Trailblazers can choose to re-experience completed Trailblaze missions, Trailblaze continuances, and companion missions. They can freely choose if they wish to view specific cutscenes or cinematics. This is amazing. This is something that I can say, guys, be honest, this one is where they have a W over Wuthering Waves. This is where they win over Wuthering Waves. This is where Wuthering Waves takes an L. For now. For now. I really hope that they that Wuthering Waves, that Kuro implements this kind of thing into their game as well. And I know for a fact that when they do that, we're going to have people from the Hoya side saying, oh, you're copying HSR. And then when that time comes, I'm going to say, don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. Like at all. Hi, Bianca. Welcome in. Because I have said this for every game. Doesn't matter. I said it for Wuthering Waves. I said it for Genshin. I said it for Honkai Star. I'm going to say it for Duet Night Abyss. I'm going to say it for Neverness to Everness, Ananta. I'm going to say it for every game from now until Kingdom Come. I don't care where you rip stuff from. Just take all the good shit, leave all the bad shit out. It's that simple. I don't care. I honestly do not care. So if they want to say, oh, you're just copying HSR, I'm going to say, yeah. Yeah. What are you going to do about it? We could just flip back on saying, well, you stole the skip button from Wuthering Waves, didn't you? And then they're going to say, no, they took it from ZZZ. Because of course they're going to... guys, my point is, people are idiots. People are absolute idiots. And when it comes to these conversations about these gacha games, can we all just shut the fuck up? I'm tired of this. I'm tired of this mudslinging. Oh, you stole this. Oh, but you took that. But you're copying this. But I don't care. I don't care. And the thing is, though, and I do have to call out some people in the Wuthering Waves community, and also people in my community as well on my YouTube side as well. Because when I uploaded my video talking about this, I saw some videos, some comments in here of basically saying, here's one. And again, I'm sorry for if you're in chat, I do apologize for pointing you out. This is just an example. Thank you, Wooer. Thank you, Kuro Games. Like basically just saying the only reason why this was implemented was because of Wuthering Waves. Possibly. We don't know. I don't know. You don't know. But I'm going to say that comments like this do not paint a pretty picture of the Wuthering Waves community. It makes us, I'm going to include myself on this one as well, it makes us, or people that enjoy Wuthering Waves, to be self-absorbed. Like, it seems, it makes us seem like anything that happens in the gacha space after Wuthering Waves was released, anything that happens, it's because of Kuro Games. Anything good that happens, it's thanks to Kuro Games. Guys, I get it. Like, particularly to do with the loadout feature from Genshin. Well, the loadout feature, should I say. From Genshin, the timing was very suspicious. And I'm very fully behind the conspiracy theorists that that probably was in large part to do with Wuthering Waves. But when it comes to stuff like this, I don't know. We can't just attribute any and all good things that happen in the gacha space to Kuro Games, because that just sounds, it's obnoxious. It's really obnoxious. Some of us did do that with HSR. Again, I get it, guys. Only Hoyo knows. I mean, we can have our speculations, but just saying stuff like that, it doesn't look good. That's all I'm saying. So can we all calm down with that kind of talk and such? Because it just keeps stoking the fires and such. It's really, really annoying, you know, for all people involved. You refuse? Fair. I'm just asking, you know. You're free to do whatever you like. But like this part here with the story recap, love it. We need this in every gacha game, not just in Wuthering Waves, in every gacha game. In saying that, though, they do have that kind of thing in. They do actually have that already in. I'm going to say it again. Path to Nowhere. They have that in Path to Nowhere already, where you can go back and replay any part of the story in Path to Nowhere. You can re-experience all the music. You can re-experience all the beautiful artwork, the dialogue, the text, the character interaction stuff. It's the only thing you can't really re-experience. Well, no, you can, because you can just replay the old missions, to be fair. So yeah, you can just replay anything. You can replay absolutely everything in story-wise in Path to Nowhere. It's great. I love it. And that's why I'm saying, because I love that in Path to Nowhere, that's why I think all gacha games should have that. It's just pretty simple. Also, by the way, I'm sorry for getting too late. 20 minutes ago, Quatex, thank you very much for subscribing. I really, really appreciate it. Thank you so much. Hachiman, welcome in. So, yeah. A gacha war is like a daily thing now. I know, and it's really tiring, you know? Limbus has it. Arknight's true. Arknight does have it. Yep. And many more have it. And Asian guy, I think you know, I think you play a lot of games as well. You know, I know. I think a lot of us that have been in the gacha space for a long time that play a lot of other gacha games, we know all these other features that are in these other games, successful games, by the way, as well, that when we try and talk about them, or certain aspects in these games, and when we try to talk about them, and they say, we should implement this kind of thing into Wuthering Waves, or we should implement these things into Hoyoverse games as well, whatever. There's always going to be people in the community, Hoyoverse and Kuro alike, where people saying, oh no, that killed the game, that ruined the game. I'm like, no, you just don't know what you're talking about. It's just true. But yeah. I'm asking Genshin to add a store for all defense weapons. True, they do need that. Like, Festering Desire is one of the best weapons in the game, and I never got to get that because I wasn't playing at the time, which sucks, you know? Point is, this is amazing. This I don't give two fucks about. Skip button sounds good, but we'll see how it's implemented. And also, these toggleable buffs, good. So this update is good. In saying that, this is the JP side. I wanted to just look at the general reaction. I've heard that there's a big difference in the reaction to this update from between EN and JP. So I've already sorted for likes here. Absolute Hia Cinema, cool, whatever. I love you HSR, cool, good for them, good for them. Thank you for this. Mission replays, we are so back. Good, I agree. No way, again, no weighing about this dialogue skip. Skip button, again, more people just mainly talking about the skip button here. Skip button, skip button, skip button, skip button, skip button. Everyone's talking about the skip button. Right. JP side of things, it's a very different situation. Whereas here, this is all sorted by most likes to get the more general opinion of things. This one has 10,000 likes, which is 4,000 more, no, 6,000 more, sorry. 6,000 more likes than the one on the EN side. So, yeah, 1.3 million views compared to 766. Like, JP is crushing it when it comes to HSR. HSR still has a very strong stranglehold on the JP side of things. I mean, when they brought out Castris and they made $100 million on that, a lot of that came from Japan. I remember at the time as well, I saw on TV, there were a lot of ads on TV for Honkai Star Rail at that time as well, for that patch. I remember I saw them like for like 2 or 3 weeks running. But here, point being, $100 million. Yeah, for the Castris banner. That's what she made on mobile revenue alone, from what I understand. Supposedly, if the gacha revenue is to be believed, but that's another conversation. Not yen, right? No. $100 million. So the most common upvoted liked post here is talking about the past quest replayability, and I agree. I think actually, personally, for me, this is just as good, if not maybe slightly better, because I really want to see how they implement the skip button feature than the skip button. I really like this. So yeah, this one there, the second most upliked post here is talking about the buffs to Silverwolf, Blade, and Kafka. So like that. Again, this is talking about the buffs about being able to toggle. Good. Still, not many people talking about the skip button at all. So this is for people that are looking for more information on Nakami Mitai Hitum. Okay, so this is for people that don't want to click on the link, basically. Talking about the buffs. Right. We finally got our first comment talking about the skip button with 45 likes, no replies. Whereas all these here, one second. No, wait. Skip button, 177. Skip button, 129. Skip button, 107. Like, most people on EN are talking about the skip button. JP, really, they weren't looking at it at all. So they're saying it's impressive to add a review function. So talking about the look at the past quest here, along with implementing the skip function, isn't it? So again, but that's the first one. I have heard though. Here's a post here. I want it shorter. Talking about the story here. I want you to make the story shorter than giving us the skip function. Or would increasing the per character reward or per character pay for the scriptwriter make the cost hit the ceiling? As in, like, are you just trying to pay your writers more? Are they being paid by the character? Paid by the word? In fact, let's have a look here. They got a few replies here. Just want to say, some people want to enjoy things longer and in great detail, while others prefer short and concise. So this adjustment feels like the most satisfying one. There'll be a summary. Yeah, there is a summary. There is a summary. So you can skip it, and when you press the skip button, it'll give you a summary, much like in Wuthering Waves 2. Yes, there is a summary function. Like, if you can... Not many people are talking about the skip button as well. But the thing is, though, people that are talking about the skip function, a lot of them don't like it. A lot of them don't like it. So, story, Star Rail is combat. But, well, Star Rail's combat is less than a story. So if you add a skip function, what's left? Which is what I was saying. It was way too bloated with story, with nothing in there. But they're saying here, this post here is saying, well, if you allow players to skip the story, then what's left of the game? There's nothing left. Yeah, exactly. So they need to pull their finger out and actually implement some stuff in there for players to actually play. Like, what is this? This is something where I really, really do disagree with the JP community. I'll be honest. Once you skip, what's left to do? Exactly. The thing is, though, like, just include more gameplay. It's not that hard, is it? No story, just auto battler? Yeah, because the combat is, for the most part, especially in the story as well, it's basically just an auto battler. Yeah. This one here is saying, there are a few people skipping the story, but doesn't that just make it harder to understand the content? Well, I guess you can review other people's takes, even though the story is the main focus. So basically saying, well, if you can skip it, that makes it hard to understand, doesn't it? Well, that's the person's choice. Like, the thing is, though, and this cuts both ways, should I say. With games like this, there should be an equal amount of blending of story and gameplay. Right? Because it's a game, so you need gameplay. But for games like this, you need a lot of story as well. If the story is the main focus, it, in my opinion, ceases to be a game, really. You can call it a visual novel, if you want to call it that. That's not really a game. But for games like this, it should have equal parts story and gameplay. And then when you've got that, some people play for the story, but some people also play for the gameplay. Like, some people put more focus on the story, some people put more focus on the gameplay. And that's the thing. Not everyone is the same. So this person here is very clearly someone that focuses mainly on the story. So if you get rid of the story, I'm not really interested in the gameplay. What's the point? Well, that's you. And that's why the skip button isn't mandatory. It's optional. It gives people the option. Just because they give you the option doesn't mean you have to use it. So if you don't want to skip it, don't skip it. It's for people that want to skip it in the first place. This comment here, people that say this and anything like this, they are being incredibly selfish and they're being incredibly entitled as well. They just are. Right? It's just a fact of the matter. And this cuts both ways, like I said. When it comes to Wuthering Waves, I think they've done a really good job in blending the gameplay and the story aspects into each of their patches. And there's a split in the community of people that put more focus on the gameplay, on the combat, and people that put more focus on the exploration and more focus on the story. And so we've got a bit of a misalignment between these communities in the Wuthering Waves community of when we're talking about like what do we think could be better to get more players to Wuthering Waves, you've got people that are mainly more exploration and story focused that say that we should implement a variety of different characters. I'll put it that way. And then you've got the combat focused players who typically either don't care about variety of characters at all because they're just there for a combat, they don't really care that, or they want a very certain type of character. And we've got like a fight between two. And these people here that are like combat focused are saying, well, this game is very clearly a combat focused game. And yeah, they're correct. But the exploration and story focused people are also correct. We're saying there's a lot of story and there's a lot of focus on the story as well. Like, it's equal parts. That's what I'm saying. However, players who only care about gacha, they're called whales and collectors that don't really care about story, combat, or anything. They just want to get everything. They just want to be a completionist. So I think there is a divide in the gacha community when it comes to games like this between gameplay-focused players and story-focused players. I thought something was on my foot. but the story is sometimes cringe. Oh, you talking about Wuthering Waves? Yeah, it sometimes is. It is. And Wuthering Waves needs to find that sweet spot. And that's what I'm saying. I feel that they are appealing, like this game, Wuthering Waves as a whole, is appealing to a vast majority of players out there. But while they're appealing to a vast majority, they're catering to a certain minority or a plurality. I don't know. We don't know exactly what that is. And while the other players don't mind that as much, because they love the game, they love the story, they love the exploration, etc., and it's not enough to put them off, they're very clearly catering to one specific set, whereas I'm saying they should just cater to all aspects of their player base. You know? How do we know if they're a minority, though? I just explained. Like, we don't know if they're a minority. I think they're not as big as people think that they are. It could be like 40% or 50, maybe just 50%. I think it could be like an even split, honestly, between, because this game, Wuthering Waves, does appeal to combat-focused players and story-focused players as well. Captain Marvel, we've got Captain Marvel in the chat. Welcome in. Thank you very much. Point being, though, here, for the JP side of things, there's a lot of people that are talking about, well, there's not nearly as many people in here talking about the story skip function at all. I've got one comment here. I wish they'd add a story explanation function instead of a story skip function. Especially Sunday's story in Pentacon. It was way too complicated. It was such a hassle to keep opening YouTube to watch explanations. Yeah, that's what I was saying as well. And people said that I just had like TikTok brain rot and that's why I didn't understand the story for Honkai Star Rail. I was like, no, I understood it perfectly fine. But what they were saying was stupid. It was convoluted. There's a difference. So, yeah. You can see there's a very big difference of what people are talking about between the two communities. Like, EN is always like just majority talking about the skip button, whereas over here they're mainly talking about the past quest replayability and character buff function. And those that mention the story skip function, they're either saying, I don't really want it. I wish it would just make the story simpler and easier to understand rather than have a skip function. And like on that point, yeah, I agree. Like I said this before, having a skip button, fine, cool. The best thing they can do is make the story actually enjoyable to play through, so you don't want to use a skip button in the first place. How Robin died in the Dreamscape, it was so annoying. The whole thing with Penacony was legit just pain-a-coney. I'm not even kidding. Like legit, straight up pain. And anyone says that it isn't, you're coping. Right. So I think I've talked about everything I want to talk about first. Now I want to go into the Duet Night Abyss live stream. I'm just going to close these. Close these. I've already talked about this. I don't mind that. That's from, because I was just looking at this. Oh, wait. No, there is this one thing. Just a little extra thing about this whole tribalism. This video that I uploaded earlier today, this was me being incredibly positive about the update, right? As I think I've just explained. HSR has a skip button. Am I going back to Honkai Star Rail? I got a comment here. This is one guy. This is just a one guy. But I've seen a few of these posts, replies to me on both Twitter and in YouTube. I just want to address this. Who cares? Don't come back, Woowa dog. Stick forever in Woowa, please. I'm like, what the hell? I was being positive. I'm being positive, and I get met with this shit. All right, I'm just tired of this tribalism. It's so annoying. It's just so annoying. Right. So we've got a 40-minute Duet Night Abyss CBT2 special preview program Luno Spotlight video to watch. I haven't seen this. I've seen snippets at the very end, but I haven't seen this. So I want to see. I was in the CBT1. It was very rough. It needed a lot of polish. So I want to see this. Rewriting Canaans? I've seen a bit, but we can rewatch that later after this if you'd like, Artosh. So let's watch this, shall we?
Pristine Sun Realm. There lies the beginning of the story.
Pan Studio. I remember this scene in the past. One second, let me just turn this down a bit. There you go. Let me know if it's too loud.
Someone will pluck you from the briny waters.
More
and
British
lead you
accents.
to a
Let's go.
frozen wilderness, where
I've seen images of her. She's a new character. She was not in the CBT
test.
or in the technical test. She was, though. This guy was a badass. I'm really interested to find out more about him.
Significant as we to exchange what little we have for what we desire.
I've seen some of the drip marketing. They implemented a lot of new characters, which I'm really looking forward to. Sybil!
I'm curious if a naive fool
I love
can
her.
actually
She's
make a
such a
difference.
mommy figure, you
Even a
know?
little.
Nice. That is cool. He's one of the new characters. She's one of the old ones. This is the Warframe anime game. Yes, basically. I've got like 400 hours on Warframe. Not nearly a massive sweaty player, but I've put a few hours in there, clearly. I love Warframe. Did it improve us? Well, visually, it looks a lot better.
Tread another path twisted into the helix.
Oh, that was pretty good. It seems a lot more snappier. This is new. This is 2D animation? Huh. Again, I like this visual storytelling. Oh! This is a background story for What's-Her-Face, the little Phoebe and her pig. That one. Suzerain. It's not
much
Suzerain.
food we've levied. Gonna have some good meals before we turn it in.
Be careful.
Cute. One thing I noticed about Duet Night Abyss is that their cutscenes are really good. Even in CBT1. Very snappy, very dynamic. I like, this is good, this is fun. Oh, the pig is kicking ass. Locked in. Well, I want to go back. I want to go back to that that locked in section. There. This locked in on the eyes here. I love that. Locked in. Let's go. Imagine getting your ass kicked by this cute little girl. You know? No, these cutscenes are great.
The special commissary's here. He's till forever.
Oh, a bit of wall running there.
The commissary's coming. Bid farewell to your hunger.
Got a bit of Robin Hood there. Pounce, jump, pounce. Boom, boom. So basically, she is this game's Encore. She's like a combination between Encore and Phoebe. That was my read of it. That was good.
Sand ropes weave the path beneath.
This is at the very beginning, when you log in. When you like create your character.
There lies the beginning of the story.
Oh, we saw this earlier, no? Why are they showing it again? Yeah, I didn't go back. Why are they showing it again?
Someone will pluck you from the briny
Why?
waters and lead you to a frozen
Oh, is it just on replay?
where destiny will pose the ultimate
Oh, it's a replay. Oh, got it. Okay.
Go forth and commence the
Oh, it's just like a loading screen. Got it. Okay, I see. I was so confused. Yeah. Okay.
Bear.
Okay, let's go. Okay, so I'm about to start here. Let's watch it. Let's go. Also,
Hello,
that art was good.
everyone. I'm Deca Bear.
Deca Bear.
Welcome to the special program for Duet Night Abyss Second Cross Beta Test. 今天呢，我们邀请了2位持续关注我们产品的重磅嘉宾，欢迎欢迎。
大家好，我是游戏茶馆的编辑2弦。
Hello， 大家好，我是代表棉被团队来拷打制作组的播音棉。
测试招募期间呢，其实我们通过社媒介绍了一系列的优化内容。
Sorry。
然后呢，今天想通过节目的形式呢，展开跟大家聊聊大家关心的话题。然后还有就是再次详细介绍一下二重螺旋这次几个月的优化内容跟调整，以及我们至明日测试的新增内容。
I got my own here.
好的，因为我也是老2次元了嘛，然后上次测试我也是
I
完整参
participated
与
fully in
下
this
来
last beta
然后
test.
在我玩的过程中呢，我
Why does every CC have that hammer? I can tell you how I got this. I don't know why everyone has it, but I can tell you how I got this one. It's because when I went to Tokyo Game Show last year, Duet Night Abyss had a booth there, and I went there with Gachasmack and Braxophone and a couple of others, and we were just talking to the devs there and the marketing teams and such, and they were like, "Do you want a hammer? We've got some hammers left over." I'm like, "Yeah, absolutely." Oh, wait. No, hang on. Wait, I've got. Let me just move this stuff. I want to show you this as well. I want to show you this. This is cool. This is also something else we got before we continue with the live stream. Sorry. I'm gonna I put a bunch of other things in here. It's a bag. Right, I'm just. I don't know if you can see me. I don't know if the thing is working or not, but like, yeah, this happened. Is it working? Hi. Yeah, you can actually take the eyes out, which sounds kind of crazy, but you can. You can actually just this bag. Pretty cool. Let me just put it back. So that way I can actually see. Can you see through it? Well, like I said, you can just remove the Velcro thing and pull it out, and then got the eyes in here. It looks kind of weird. It's hard to keep balance, but it works. Kind of. It's so cursed. I know. I know. I know. There we go. Is this game an open world too? Partially. Kind of, yes. With the eyes cut out, it looks cursed. I agree. But like without the eyes cut out, I can't see shit. So yeah, you just like, it's connected by Velcro. Here, Velcro, and then you can just put it on different ways. That's it. Put it on. Fix it back correctly. There. So that was another thing that we're giving out. Yeah, some sound in there for you, and also. Like I forgot to mention, they actually have different eyes in there. You've got these star eyes too. These star eyes. And they were giving out this as well. 1 second. Duet Night Abyss. This is the pamphlet, the leaflet thing they were giving out. So that's literally a bag cutting 2 holes and sticking the face in. Yeah. Yep, it works. So that's why I have this hammer, because I got it from Tokyo Game Show. It's pretty big, like, you know, it's huge. You know? So let's continue on.
我觉得可能玩家大家也注意到，可能 大雄老师你们也听到了。
I've heard about them as well, like the character model quality,
角色建模精度啦，场景的细节啦，这
Details in in-game scenes.
我们有一些不满意的地方。
cutscenes
然后
here.
在社区中我也发现了这些声音。
So talk about
项目组
feedback.
是如何看
How does the dev
上
team
次测试，或者
interpret
是
this data?
如何去理解这些负面声音的呢？
我们上次测试完确实收。
What does the hammer smell like? Well, I've had it on the floor for like a few months, like since last year. Smells fine though. It is a bonk hammer. Ugh.
收到了不少反馈啊，其实我们是
And honestly, it
挺
hurt.
难过的，然后也挺焦虑跟紧
We
张
felt
的。
anxious and stressed. Our team has always strived to deliver the best possible experience and quality to our
给
players.
玩家的，但其实确实我们上次没有做好，这是第一个。第二个呢，
Fell short.
其实我们上次确实也暴露了
Previous
非常
tests
多的
explored
问题
many
然后我们
issues
所
we
以
were
加班
working
加
on.
点去调整、去改进，争取拿出更好的
Make
东西，
adjustments and
更多的
improvements.
进步给玩家看的。
Try to show our
第
players,
三点
yeah,
就是我们在这个情况
concerted
下，我们团
efforts
队
we've not
努
only
力地去调
refined
整，就你看到了
specific
那么多的一些
aspects
调
of the
整内
game,
容，然后以及我们
but also
整体的
clarified
迭
a
代方
clear
向。
roadmap
总
for
之就
overall
是我们
improvements.
希望能够呈现出更好、更多的内容
Good.
给玩家看到我
Good.
们的进步。
Andre, welcome in.
其实测试的期间，像我们团队也一直有在关注
Mian
评
Bay
论
team has
区
also been
就是
checking
大家的留言嘛，确实
the
收
feedback
到
from
了很
players
多
across
玩
all
家的
platforms.
反馈，然后这些玩家提到的一些问
Interesting,
题，
many
也
issues
是
raised
我
with
们
myriad
工作
concerns
组的成
our
员们
own
就是
internal
想
strategy group had
就是
flagged.
反馈的一个问题，
Okay.
就是他们往往就是一边猛猛爆
They
肝，
complain
然
about
后
some
一边
details
猛
while
猛
let it
吐
grind
槽。
away testing the
不过
game.
大家
That's
其
because
实初
they
衷
really
也
care
是
about
希望
Duet Night
二
Abyss
手
and
螺
want
旋
to see it
剧
get better.
越来越好
Yeah.
嘛。
I really hope that they do
非常
well.
感谢你们的支持啊，就是因为有你们支持，还有你们的关注，真的是我们二重
I just need movement to be like Warframe.
动力。
That was one of my
大雄
complaints that I
老师
sent in as
说了
well.
很多研发的心里
The movement is Warframe-esque, but I feel like Warframe is a lot faster. Warframe's movement feels a lot faster than what I experienced playing through the CBT of Duet Night Abyss. I really hope that they boost up the speed and make it feel a lot more snappy and quick. That's what I really want them to do
话
for the
对的
movement.
但是我还是想回到我说咱们回到
Go
产
to the
品
game
本身
itself.
来讲嘛，就因为上次结束之后，
After the
我发
last
现
test, your team promptly released
咱
a
们官
detailed
方
optimization
很
notice.
麻溜的就发了一个特别长的优化公告，然后就看天数一
It
样
read like
太
hieroglyphs.
多了，又多又杂。然后
length
但
and
我在想就
complexity.
是。我们强跟上次两侧之间的间隔也就3个月不到嘛，
对，
这么短的时间，我也很好奇，就是咱们这次测试内容真的做的都优化好了吗？
Basically saying
然后
like
我们能做完吗？
Basically saying, in these past 3 months, have you managed to implement all the changes that you laid out? 'Cause 3 months is not that long.
其实就上次二测开启的时候，我们当天就已经收到很
Started
多
making
反馈，就已
adjustments
经开始做调整了。
immediately after the last
所以
test began.
一方面就是我们很早就开始做调整，另外一方面其实我们也
On the other,
努力
absolutely
地
all
去
hands on
做
deck mode.
加班加点去做
Nights,
争取给
weekends, you
大家
name it,
更好
all
的
to deliver
东西当然
better
还有一
content
点
for you
就
players.
是我舔一下啊，我们的蛋总到时候后期可以加上，感谢蛋总。
Who's Daniel? 1 second. Daniel's the
我
CEO.
舔一下啊，我们的蛋总到时候
Okay,
后
it's
期可
just
以
making a
加
shout
上。
out.
感谢蛋总的支持啊，因为有蛋总的支持，所以才让我们团队没有什么太多后顾之忧，去
Everyone
努
to go
力
all
的
in
去
from Hero
根
Games,
据
yeah?
玩家的反馈，我们去做调整。这里
Make
面有
adjustments,
技术支持，
technical
有资金支持，
support,
还有
financial
一些
backing,
人
talent
才支持
resources.。
所以就因为有这样的团队跟这样的蛋总，我们才能拿出更好的东西来
We'll be able
给
to
大家
showcase these
真正看到的
substantial
这么多
improvements today.
调整。
Guys, am I in the way?
说了很多心里话呀，那我们真心话的环节，哎，打过，直接
Remember,
把
I'm
那
here
个
for
真家
today.
伙拿出来给大家看看。
好，
Yeah,
没
time
问
to
题。
show the
那
stuff that you've
个
actually
说
been
白了，
working on.
上次美术测试其实就是我也看了评论了，有很多
Some were saying it's 2025 already. How is it supposed to be acceptable for a game to be released? Ooh.
所以我们对我们游戏的全部的
That was
场景
cool.
都做
Okay,
了
back,
一些
back, 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 back.
看了评论了，有很多
Before? So this was before. This was before. Like just pale blue here.
说到2025年了，这个品质
Look at
怎么能
this.
像是2025年的产品
That's a lot better.
所以我们对
Oh,
我们
it's like
游戏的
night and day.
全部
Well,
的
it's,
场
it's
景
night
都
and
做了
night,
一些
but
迭代
it,
优化。
like, look at that. That's a completely different region.
其实可以看得出来，这个前后对
Before?
比变化还是蛮大的。
Wow. Whoa.
There
That
could-
is right now it looks kind of cartoony. It looks kind of cartoony.
这个前后对比变化还是蛮大的。
What a glow up. What a glow up.
根据
That is
上次测试
good.
玩家的反馈呢，
That is
其实
good.
我们主要针对画面的丰富度以及光影
Okay,
层次的
rework the
布
lighting
置
systems.
还有一些
Okay,
材质能
enhance
力的表现，
material
还有
textures.
模型细节跟性能质量平衡，我们都做了调
Okay.
整。然后还增加了环境动效等方面，也做了大幅的提升。同时呢，我们也在不同
I don't. I'm looking at the at her moving through the grass. I don't see much in terms of grass movement. Like you can't see the grass part as she's moving through. But again, maybe they can work on that in the future. But still, like the backgrounds here, the sky, the nightscape is pretty good.
对，真的跟之前相比，就是整个氛围感
Yeah, the
和
movement
故
needs
事
to be the
感
main
一下子就
focus.
上
I
来了，
agree.
然后细节上我看也做了很多动效，整个场景画面也华丽了
Visual
很
literature
多，
more
确实
immersive.
就是更容易带入了。
哎，感谢感谢。
对对，我也看到了很多角色在场景的跟场
Character
景
scene
的互动，有
interactions
一
with
些场
dynamic
景的变化，
environmental
然后
responses.
整体的粒子效果，包括
Overall particle
远
effects,
景、
depth of
近
field
景、景
rendering.
深都做了一些
Okay.
不同的变化。
Good.
比二册简直好太多了。
Night and day
然后
reference. I said the same
优
thing.
化说完了，美术这层面的，但我这边还有一些尖锐的
It's time
问
for
题
some
要
tough
问到。
questions.
好
Okay.
来，
Let's go.
上压
我要把锤子举起来。赛奇
Raise
那
the
么
hammer.
好，为什么要把我们的老婆写死呢？
哎呀，对不起，
啊
对不起，
为什么要把一个
对不起
我们这么喜欢的角色写死呢？
啊，真的非常
Let's talk
抱
about
歉啊
a
其
love
实
character
我
you
们
see
真
in
的
the
不是
beginning.
想把赛奇写死
Psyche
的，我们的初衷呢，其实没有这方面的
Everyone
想法
loved Psyche.
是因为确实是我们的问题啊。我们其实上一次是把赛奇的后续故事放到了支线当中，所以导致很多的玩家
Oh,
并没
I
有去
see.
看到这个部分的内容。但这个是我们的疏忽，所以我们这次把赛奇后面的支线故事呢放到了
Yeah.
它的主线故事里
Okay.
去了，所以玩家呢是可以在赛奇的故事当中看到它后续的走向。
Question, right, before I continue, who actually has played or who's been keeping up to date with the stuff that's happening with Duet Night Abyss? Who's played the CBT1? So, like what they're talking about here about Psyche, in the main story quest, again, I don't want to go into, when they're talking about it here, but I don't want to go into deep spoilers. Something happens to the character of Psyche, and players that were playing through it didn't like that it seemed to be finishing or ending on that note for her, because she was a really nice character. She's a really lovable character. And they're saying here that her true fate, her actual ending, was in a side quest that a lot of players didn't find. So they've implemented that side quest into the main storyline to bring her back. So that's just what they're saying right now.
他不会死去，他在一个叫雾海的地方等着我们。
哦
我们在
Lady
后续的
Neffel，
后续的故事当中会开放雾海的这个故事，所以敬请期待后面的跟赛奇相见。
Please listen for a reunion with Psyche. Nice. I don't remember, to be honest. One thing I noticed that I liked about Duet Night Abyss is that there is actually a degree of difference in the dialogue options. So I really enjoyed that.
的问题啊，都是我们
Let me see a
确实
skip
没能
button.
做好，所以给大家带来非常好的
They do have a skip button, if I remember correctly. No, they do have a skip button
深表歉意
already.
给大家抱歉了。当然，我们肯定是也看到我们的努力了，我们一定
Any
会
regarding
按照玩家的
consoles for it?
反
I don't
馈
know.
把我们能做的都做到最好，呈现出更好的东西给大家。感谢。
好。
Thank you for your
我
understanding.
其实
Yeah.
我经常看到我们现在的一个
Current
产
tagline
品的定
says
位还是一个
A thrilling
多维
hybrid
战
action
斗爽
RPG
游
featuring a
不过
dual narrative.
根据我参加上一次测试的体
The
验
last
来
test
说，其实好像
didn't
感
quite
觉
hit that
爽
thrill
度上还
factor.
差了一点。
Yeah, it was a
不知
little
道就是
slow.
经过这次的优化之
It
后，
felt a little-
我们
a
在
little-
爽度这块儿还会有什么提升吗？
It dragged a
爽
little.
这个词其实是我们一直以来追求的游戏核心嘛。但其实确实我们上次收到很多反馈啊，就是不够爽，或者是跑的时间比战斗还
They spent more
长啊
time
等等
running
的
than fighting.
各种问题
Yeah.
确实都是我
Yeah.
们确实没有做好，所以我们一直在做调整。
They need to like
第一
really
件事情
fill the
呢
world
就是
with
我们增加
more
了
mobs
同
and
屏怪
such.
物的刷新
Increase the
频率还
spawn
有
rate
密度。
and density. Good.
之前的屏幕呢，怪物上其实都
Just make it like
一个可能有个800米开外的，特别少。
Dynasty Warriors. Just throw enemies at
但
us.
其实没有打得很爽的感觉，所以我们这次呢
Just throw enemies at us.
从25只左右提升到了50只左右的同屏怪
And
物
add
数量
stronger ones every now and then, like some like
当
officer
然打击
type,
感这块其实我们也
stronger
做了调整
mini
除了
bosses
一些
every
特
now
效
and
啊、跳姿啊等等，其实我们都做了很细节的调整跟提升。
then. Nice.
希望调整之后的战斗可以让大家感受到爽的感觉。
听上去好像确实是比上一次要爽一
Yeah.
点，但不知道这个怎么爽？
Can't wait to
我
dive in.
建议是让我们先体
It
验
does
一
seem a lot
下，
better
然后
for now. I
也
mean,
好
it
给大家
seems a
做
lot
个
better.
攻
We'll
略
see
呀之类
what
的。
the
没问
actual
题，没问题。
CBT2 is
后续我们
like.
攻略战都会上线的。
上次战斗的时候有一个问题，就是有些怪物它
Enemies would lose target mid fight and just walk away. I've had that.
你
I
到
had
时候
that.
有，比如说我打完这一头怪
Yeah.
我有一个怪，关卡没结束， 就我要去买一
So you
组
have
找
to run
怪，
all
这
that
个
to
也
find.
调了
Yeah,
嘛。
调了。
that was a bug.
其实就是
I didn't like that.
我们除了增加怪物刚才数量之外，更加扎堆，也不会让你出现就是
No more
一只
one
怪
monster
一只
here.
怪
Oops,
你
sorry.
跑过去打一下，可能要跑回来打一下这种窘迫感。
哦，可以。
总之，希望大家肯定是更轻松的，能在更
More
轻松的
intense
地方，
combat
然后
zones.
更爽快的去战斗。
哦，对，那我还有一个问题，
Another question,
就
Mr.
我
Dick
自
Bear.
己玩了很多
Most of the MSL
游戏嘛。
games I play are moving towards shorter, more casual sessions. The thing is, players' time is limited, many juggling multiple games at once. Double, triple, even quadruple dipping.
他可能
Oh, don't I know about that? Oh, hell, I'm still playing to this day, every day. I log in, I boot up Nikke, Goddess of Victory, Arc Knights, and then I boot up Xenozone Zero, because I do play that. I do my dailies anyway. And Within Waves, and I also have Path to Nowhere as well. It's less than what I used to playing, because I was playing Genshin and Honkai Star Rail as well on top of those. But I've cut those out of my life, because obviously, to be honest. But yeah. So I'm playing 5 games every day. Got Yushuan? Yes, I got Yushuan and her W engine.
时间碎片化时间没那么多，所以说现在都轻量化。
That's why light
大家都
gameplay
会
is
调整日常的时长啊，
important,
刷
basically.
本的时长啊。但是像我上次玩二重螺旋的时候，我刷魔这些可能刷个5分钟，甚至刷到10分钟的都有。
Yeah.
那这是怎么考虑呢？
What's
你
the
们
thinking
怎么
behind
想
that?
的？
Is that really
是2025
what
年
players
二
expect
游
from
的
anime style
单
RPG
机
in
时长
2025?
哎呀，这也是我们确实给大家带来的不便，跟确实体感不好，就再次抱歉了。那确实是我们的问题啊。我们其实
I don't know.
上次其实确实有一些关卡，它5分钟，甚至有一些长达8分钟、10分钟。
Some stages are taking 5 minutes up to 8 to 10 minutes.
不是我们的本意了。我们也做了一些调整。其中呢，我们其实对于关卡的基础精力跟消耗，我们做了一些调整。然后
I don't know if I like this. Did they announce when they're going to release the games? They said no, they're just releasing the CBT2. I don't know if I like this. Making the content shorter, just like to accommodate. Like I see the logic, obviously. But again, coming from playing Warframe as well, like some of those stages could take again roughly about that time. I'm not sure if I'm on board with them like making some of the runs shorter. I don't know.
还有就是我们的角色印记部分，之前呢，确实我们在战斗中，我们角色本身自己我们要做很多的事情，但其实这次调整完之后，我们的印记角色呢，能承载更多的东西，所以导致我们在游戏当中可以更放松的去做更多的事情。然后第3点，其实对于刚才说的缩短游戏时长。
No, here's the thing, Blaze. They should make the daily quests take about 5 minutes to clear. Daily quests should only take about 2-3 minutes. It shouldn't take too long. But for the actual stages when you want to do some runs to get the essential materials or building material, whatever it is, I don't mind each run taking roughly about 5 to 10 minutes. If it's fun, of course, if it's fun, you know? And again, it depends on what it is.
也是我们的重点部分。总之来讲，我们的目的呢跟出发点都是为了降低
to reduce players' time investment and lower their stress levels.
我们肯定是希望用户玩我们的游戏。
We generally want people to enjoy our game happily
没有那么大
without feeling pressured.
哎，叽里呱啦说什么呢？说了那么多都没有提我们最关心的这个福利问题，因为我们
currently in Wolfen they also reduce the time to do mission per wave. Well, that's per wave. If they add like a endless wave mode in Warframe, in Duet Night Abyss as well, I'd like that. Like, so you're able to jump out whenever you want. You're not tied in for lengthy periods, but you can play for lengthy periods if you want to. They should do that.
都知道现在二游比较卷嘛，竞争性很强，然后像现在各家各户都在发福利啊、朋友费啊之类的，不知道。
Oh, what's for the
福利费这块我们有没有
signing boss benefits and such?
当然有。我们其实对于这次的启
The
程
starter chrono?
也进行了优
Okay,
化。
the starter banner.
将原本的新手抽卡呢，可随机获得。
It used to give you a random 5-star character. Yeah, it did. Guys, guess which one I got? Guess which one I got out. That guy wasn't in there last time. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We've got these 5 characters here. When I played in CBT1, guess which one I got? Yeah. I would have been happy. I would have been happy with any of this one, this one, this one, or this one. I would have been happy with any of those. No, I got fucking Phoebe. The only one I didn't want. This happened when I was playing Honkai Star Rail as well. I was like, I don't mind getting any of these characters on the start banner as long as I don't get Bailu. Who did I get? Fucking Bailu. Jesus Christ. I have literally the worst luck when it comes to these games. I swear to God, it does my head in. Every time. Every time. Every time. It's just guaranteed. It's not even luck in my case. It's literally guaranteed. I'm going to get the one that I don't want. Every time. It's just the fact of the matter. The game knows you deeply? No, the gacha space. The gacha ethos knows me way too deeply. I've been in here far too long. Worst beginner luck? Yeah. Luck issue. Lucky though, for this one here, they're saying you can actually select your 5-star character now. So I'm not going to have that luck issue. Finally, let's fucking go. I'm going to go for Sybil. I think Sybil is just amazing. I'm like, I just love at first sight for me and Sybil.
5星角色调整为必出一位自选5星角色。
Phoebe's a goat though. I don't care.
首个角色90抽100%必得。游戏
The first 5-star drop is guaranteed to be the event exclusive. Oh, dude! Guys, read that. The first 5-star drop is guaranteed to be the event exclusive 5-star character, and that applies to every event character chrono, every event character banner going forward. No 50-50. Well, no. To be fair, there is a 50-50. It's a 100% banner on the first character. That's amazing. That's great. That's great. That's fantastic. This is what gacha games should do. This is the type of... I think I've mentioned this before. Gacha banners should always be like this. Should always. 50-50 shouldn't be a thing on the first 5-star. No 50-50 on the first 5-star that you get on the limited character banners. But then 50-50 after that, just because, you know, they need to make money. I'm not stupid. I know what these games do. This is great. Yeah, there is a 50-50 after the first one. When is it coming out? The CBT should be soon. CBT2 should be soon. So yeah, this is great. Same thing with PGR, free, but you need everyone to SS to function. Yeah, I know. This is good. This is really good.
然后无论是常驻5星呢，还是限定5星武器，都可以通过
I think weapons is 100% guarantee as well.
哦，那这
One second, let me read it again.
都可以通。
One second, wait, back. Let me read it
无论
again.
是常驻5星呢，还是限
As for weapons, both standard and event exclusive 5-stars, to answer your question,
定5星武器，都可以通。
you'll be able to get them for free through certain gameplay in the game. So, to answer your question about the weapons, you don't have to worry so much about the weapons. Because, this is something I do remember that you are actually able to make 5-star weapons in this game. And that includes the limited ones too.
通过免费玩法获得的。
哦，那这都意思是都不会歪了呗。
No more... the subtitles are a bit too fast. So does this mean no more gacha pity breaks now?
最开始的
啊，对。
For the first 5-star drop, exactly.
啊，这蛇打7寸啊
That's good.
大雄老师怎么考虑的呢？
哦，那其实我自己也是玩其他2游的嘛。
I played a fair share of gacha games, so when I fail the first 50-50 and look at the featured character,
没抽到歪了，其实很难
it
过
feels
的。
terrible. It
就
does.
是辛辛苦苦攒了赚，
You
但是
save
它歪
all
了。
of months and just
啊，
bam,
对，然后还
gone.
有就是，比如说我工资发了，我就想
Yep.
开个图鉴，
Is there still a weapon banner? There is. I think there is, but you don't have to focus on it too much.
投这么一个角色，结果发现啪歪了。
哎呀，那直接想弃游了。
那
Makes
好
me
心
want to
痛。
quit. Yeah.
对，所以基于
It
这
does
些
make people
点，
wanna
所以
quit.
我们在2重螺旋上，其实希望大家能体验这个角色本身，拥有这个角色，体验好了，我们再考虑后面的事情，对吧？希望大家能够去更舒服的体验我们的这个
With
2重螺旋
greater
这样的游
ease
戏
and comfort.
嗯
This is
这
good.
样丰富玩家 box 的深
So
度
Warframe's crafting
关注
system,
嘛
yes.
对对对。另外呢，
Different from Warframe though, you can't actually craft the units as like you can craft the Tenno in Warframe. You can't do that in this one, so there's a difference. But you can craft the weapons instead.
测试还会上线一些运营活动，它会提
Several
升
limited
历
time
练呢，
events.
就可以获得纯白沙漏、月石，
You can
还
earn
有
poles and
新武
such.
器的奖
You
励。
can earn 5-star
完
weapons as
成
well.
其他活动呢，也可以
Nice.
获得月石奖励。更多的活动详情呢，大家可以留意我们的官方社媒。那说完优化呢，再为大家介绍一下我们
Let's take
知
a
名
look
的
at
测试版
what's
本
new in
中
the
新
second
增的
closed
功
beta
能。
test.
我想通过一张图来呈现这段时间的工作内容。
Okay, let's have a
那
look.
本次测试呢，将会
So we have two protagonists. This is a new design. Wait, are they changing the design entirely? Like from this to this? Or wait, what? Two protagonists in chapter Noctoyager in chapter Twilight. So it seems like depending on the chapter that you're at, the protagonist gets a different skin. If I'm reading this correctly. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. We have two
时装
protagonists,
夜寒篇的2位主角，薄暮篇的2位主角，
both in chapter.
7
Okay.
位新角。
Look at these characters, guys. Damn, 7 new characters. Yeah, these look. I remember seeing him in the promotional promotional material a while ago. So he's not exactly new. He was like there from the very beginning. These, she's new. She's definitely new. I thought she was an alternate version of Psyche at first, but apparently not. I know that she's new up here. This blue one on the far right. She's also new. These characters look good. More men. I'm in. Okay, just to address that, there are 3 male characters here and 4 female characters. So it's a 4-to-3 ratio on just these 7 characters here. Nice.
角色，3套外观。
2 new weapon types. These are skins. New character outfits. Nice. Nice. New weapon types. 11 new weapons. I mean,
2类
a weapon
新
for
武
each
器
character, you know?
11把武器，1张主线故事。
Sensei, would you say that the DNA male to female ratio would be balanced? Right now it seems pretty okay. It seems pretty good. 1 new chapter, 3 updated gameplays, 3 leisure gameplays, 16 new Genimons. These are like mascot type characters that you can like equip to yourself. Aiden Sphere, Avian Spirit Trial, Bunny Mop.
是3个常驻玩法，3个
Yeah,
休
got
闲玩法，
Eevees. Got some Eevees in here.
16只
Nice.
宠物。
我累得我竟然有这么
That's a
多
huge list.
不知
Pretty
道我
good.
们项目组的大
This is
家
just for the
这个头发
CBT2
还好吗？
有点堪忧。
This is just for the
除了这些
CBT2.
那我想问，之前二重螺旋频繁提到
Dual
的双
protagonist.
主角，
Yeah.
终于要端上来了吗？
Yeah.
没错，
Because in the technical test and also in the CBT1, they've always been like saying dual protagonists. It's not just one protagonist, it's dual protagonists. Like Duet Night Abyss, dual protagonists. And we were always only playing from one protagonist perspective. So like, are we finally
这
getting that
次
now?
测试当中，我们双主线、双主角将会正式时装。在正式的故事当中呢，我们2条主
This is
线
the
的
first
性别主
chapter.
角都可以玩家自由的选择。
Yeah. So it
我们还
seems
将
like
时装
depending on the chapter, you can change the like. Even the MC also gets a skin upgrade. That's cool. That's
夜
good.
寒篇的第2章主线故事，
Also adding
以及
chapter 2
新的7个
and
可
7
选
new
角色。
playable characters.
恪尽
Great.
职守的帝国卫戍
Rhythm, so her name's Rhythm, a dutiful member of Ice Lake Escort under the 6th Legion of Hyperborea.
部队成员李瑟，
Nice.
向受阅人揭开
Lady
雾海
Nifl,
传闻
the
的
fairy
引渡
woman who
人，
reveals the whispers of the Misty
Nifl
Sea and Fox Hunters. Nice.
还有拥有人形和兽
Fantasio,
形2种形
Phantom
态
of the
的
Opera type
幻境。
character, can switch between human and beast mode. Oh, we're gonna be like playing this character
那
too.
完成主线剧情呢，就可以免费领取跟
Wait, let me read that again. Players can get the 2 following characters for free after completing the main story.
跟受阅人一起勇闯
Outsider, who braves the
圣
Hypnos
徒
house
奥斯赛
alongside the
德
Fox Hunters, for free,
还有跟我们一
and
起共
Daphne,
进
the
退
medic
的
who
帝国
fights side by
军
side with
达
us,
芙涅
again, for free. To be fair, honestly, her design could use a little work. it seems a little bit basic, but still, free is free.
最后，我们还会有东方势力的新角色登场。
I don't care if
在
they're
我
4
们
stars.
的异乡来客引导活动期间呢，受阅人将会结识一位
You mean
远道而来的东方巨贾。
A wealthy
之流
wisdom merchant.
以及后续故事当中会结伴而行的侠勇之士刻舟。
Kujo.
哦，我这样
He's
看的
cool.
话
Wait, no, but he's
当中会结伴而
badass.
行的侠勇之士刻舟。
I like this dude.
哦，
I like
我
this
这
dude a
样
lot.
看的话，我们这次的角色模型相比上次确实是
Yeah, they do
精
look
致
a
好
lot more
多，
polished than
可
last
算
time.
是赶上我们大部队的水平了。
哇，感谢认可，感谢认可。确实我们会持续打磨每一位角色的品质的。
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. And there's more down here as well. Guys, the roster of characters that they already have lined up is pretty nuts. So crafting and first character guaranteed? Yeah, massive W, exactly. Also, thank you so much for the what's the word? Money with the chat. I don't know what the word is. I forgot the word. I'm losing my English. But like 22? That's a lot of characters. On initial launch? No, the not the currency. I'm talking about what it's called. A super chat. Super chat. That's the word. Yeah. Roichko. Super chat. I forgot the word super chat. Oh, I forgot the word super chat. But yeah, 22 characters on launch? Great. That's really good. And this dude here, can you see this dude here? He looks a badass. I love this character. He's really, really cool. This one down here. Basically, this character here is like a mix of Zhongli and Kalkaro. This dude here is a mix of Zhongli and Kalkaro. Absolute badass. I want that character. And also, just the character designs in general are really damn good. Really damn good. I want the 4 stars to be fun as well. I do think they would be.
其实上一次测试确实也暴露了不少问题，所以我们这次测试呢，
In
对
this
于
test, we've
22 个
improved
角色的
22
更精
characters.
致的提升了，
She's
其中包括
fine.
模型调整、面数的增加、贴图的调整、贴图精度提升等等等等。
Oh, my queen! I love her so much. Right, so we got a conversation here. So the free characters that we're getting, the Daphne and Outsider, they are 4-star characters, but still, they still look amazing. Like you could easily, like this character could easily be a 5-star. Like Outsider could be a 5-star. Daphne probably a 4-star, but no. And also, this demon-looking girl here. Oh my god! I need to leave just for a second just to show you guys this. I need to show you guys this. I need to show. I need to show you the guys. I need to show you guys this. I need to show you. 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 Like this character here, 4-star. By the way, this character here, Hellfire. Holy fuck! Like she looks insane. Like she would be a 5-star in any other game. She would be a 5-star in any other game. I mean, like, wow. You know? I'm pretty sure I saw some more footage for Hellfire. I can't remember. But like, that's really good. I think this is her playstyle. Let's just take the skill or something like that. Boom. Here. Cage of Despair. I'm pretty sure I saw a lot of people saying in the comments, "Step on me, mommy," or something like that. I saw plenty of that. I swear I did. Watch it again. Watch it again. I'm just saying. She's mainly an AoE type DPS. Well, DPS. An AoE type, I think crowd control as well. Repetitive Resolve increases max HP and continuously restores HP. So, yep. increases damage dealt to enemies taunted by Hellfire. So she's like taunt. Increases attack for the character and nearby power. Okay, so it seems here. No, I'm probably thinking about someone else. It seems like she's not a DPS. She's a support. She taunts enemies and she increases the attack for the character and nearby power teammates. So you basically use her, taunt them, switch out, use this passive 3 here, and it increases damage for other characters. So I think she's mainly a support. Still, we don't know. I'm just saying though. Inferno Penitentiary. Jesus Christ. And like I said, she's a 4-star. She's a DPS, but a tanky one with fire DOT and damage. Oh, really? I thought she's mainly like, from what I just read from there, she seems more like a support. But if she's a DPS, I ain't complaining, you know? I got this miner type, as in mining miner type character as well. I can't remember her name.
角色之外，我们一直因为我们强调多维爽游嘛，我们强调多维武器
Multiple
多维
weapons.
武器还
We'll
会
see
扩
more
充
new
增加吗
weapons.
然后只能叭叭叭，还有没有别的东西？
And more variety of bam bam bam.
那本次测试呢，其实我们新增了2种武器的
No,
类型，
mining, as in mining
分
for
别是双刀
gold.
和手枪。此外呢，已有的武器
We've
类
added
型
over
下，
a
我们
dozen
也
new
新增了
weapons.
11把武器。
That's
那接下来为大家
really good.
展示一下比较有趣的2把远程武器。
2 standard
其中
range
一把
weapons.
是英布
Emblem
拉花絮，
Influence,
还有一把是龟须的几轮。
Guizhu Ratchet.
那装备英布拉花絮进行攻击的时候呢，怪物身上会出现被锁定的标记。
Oh, whoa,
此时
whoa,
装备
back
英布拉
again.
花絮进行攻击的时候呢，怪物身上会出现被锁。
That's I like that. I like that. That was cool. Free to choose colors. Yeah, you can. I think they're going to talk to that later on, but you can actually go into and like modify and change colors and everything like that as well for free. But that look at guys, look at that again. Look at that again.
那装备英布拉花絮进行攻击的
Helix
时候
jump
呢，怪物身
and then hold it, and everything in this circle here gets selected. You got to hold it for a certain amount of time. The longer you hold it, the more enemies it selects.
上会出现被
And then you
锁
lose,
定
and
的
it
标记。
attacks all of them at the same time.
只是
That's
在
really
释放
good.
剑使就拥有了
That
最
is
终的能力
no.
是
No, you're saying mobile players rip. That's good for mobile players. It allows them to like attack more at the same time. That's good.
致命打击。然后装备上龟须几
Future
轮呢
Ratchet
它每次攻击都会释放出巨大的轮盘。
What the hell? Just
而轮盘
firing
在
saw
遇到敌人之
blades.
后会分裂成2枚相同大小的轮盘，
Just firing
再
saw
进一步地
blades.
造成大范围伤害，并且撞飞敌人。
射爆射爆！
其他的武器就不多展示了。
Changing colors for free? Nikki could
大
never.
家在
Yeah,
测
I
试
know,
当中
right?
进行体验。但除了强度方面，外观也是我们游戏的重点。
Appearance customization. So this is talking about that.
最关心的环节。
对对对。
Appearance
那本次
customization.
测试当中呢，我们商店会
3
上
new
架3
ball
套
themed outfits. We
舞
saw
会
about
主
those
题的
earlier.
角色时装以及对应的
And
染色
corresponding
功
colors
能。
features to the shop.
那其
These look great.
中是赛琪，对应的是梦中的舞会。
Psyche,
松露对应的是
Truffle.
阳
Yeah, that's her
光
name
磨
here.
坊
This one's Truffle.
丽贝卡对应的是
And Rebecca.
沙漠
Rebecca was the one I
女儿
wanted, I think, the most on the
我感
stand
觉
by the
这
last
皮
time.
肤看起来现在都
Besides
相当
Sybil
的华丽，细节满满。就是不知道，我们之前一直念叨的这个角色染色
Is it
功
in the
能有
game
没
now?
有加上呀？
加了。
It's
有的
in, of course.
啊，有的兄弟，
Absolutely.
这次呢测试我们
We've
将
added
时
color
装的
outfit,
皮肤染色系
outfit
统
color
时装了
customization system.
大家可以发挥
You
自己
can
的
unleash
想
your
象力
creativity
进
with
行
color
色彩搭配。
combinations.
这里面呢，我们展示几套染色之后的效
Let's
果。
show some examples with dyed outfits. Guys, do you I know this is a very, very different game. I know this is a very, very different game. But do you think that the Infinity Nikki players would come to Duet Night Abyss because of this? Do you think they do that? Or do you think there's not enough customization there, like clothes-wise? Do you think that some of the Infinity Nikki players would come over because of this? No? You hope so? Now they won't? Now completely. I know. If there's more customization, yeah. I'm thinking like if they do the same thing here as say like Cool Games is doing with Wuthering Waves, where they deliver a really fun and interesting story experience, and where you don't have to focus so much on the combat. They do the same thing in here as well, where they have a lot of combat stuff for those that want it, but the actual story part isn't so focused on combat all the time. And they have this customization. I think they could get some of those Infinity Nika players to come over, because I think they're going to show it soon, of just the degree of control. That was good. Whoa. Back again. White version. I like this outfit. This looks good. Red version. Nice. Truffle. Infinity Nika players would like her, for sure.
每个皮肤呢都会
Okay, so we've got all these different sliders here, all these different parts here that you can customize in detail.
提供8个可染部位。
8
后续呢，我
customizable
们也会去
color
制作
palettes.
更多不同的染色药
We're
剂
creating
呢，
more
供大
diverse
家
in the
选择
future.
让大家可以 DIY 出更多不同
Unique
的角色
character
形象。
appearances.
染色材料目前都是可以通过任务
Come
或者
on
系统免费获得的。
Infinity Nika players would love
确实不
this.
错，我们一套皮肤可以染8个部位，
对
大家都可以通过就是 DIY，
That's so
然后
cool
打造属于自己的一个独一无二的专属角色。
马上上线直接购买赛旗的。
It looks really, really good.
那我想问一下，除了角色和强度啊
Which could change colors on basic skins too.
非常
Um,
非常厉害，蓝色。
No,
厉害
wait. No, you can. No, the basic skin, the default skins, from what I understand, you can change all the colors. Like, the same thing. You can change everything. You can change everything.
那我想问一下，就之前
Yeah, wasn't
大
we
家
should
提到
copy this
我们
too.
玩法
I
上
agree.
有变化。哎，现在玩法是不是还有别的东西可以
You can't in CBT2? Really?
可以跟大家介绍一下呢？
考虑到大家游玩需求上的不同呢，其实我们在原本的常驻玩法方面，我们还增加了不少。其中呢，我们对肉鸽玩法迷津呢进行
You cannot change the default outfit color yet? Are you sure? Because they were touting that way back in CBT1 and technical test too. That you could change the colors and such.
进行了内容的拓展。其次呢，我们还新增了一个叫沉浸式戏
Immersive
剧的
theater
玩法。
gameplay mode.
另
What
外，
is
探索
this?
模块呢，我们也增加了一些玩法，增加了野外可以收集的探险之证，以及神秘的攀绳魔灵。
Oh, for weapons. Maybe I'm just like misremembering. Weapon only?
扩充了
Okay.
原本灵鸟试炼的关卡，所以希望大家在战斗之余呢，有更多的游
Bit
玩
of
选择。
parkour event here.
哦，也
OK
就是说我可以去野外逛街，我也可以去搞衣服，
Like Tower of Versailles
也不用
Abyss
非得天天上演就打本的这种。
对。
哦
Paimon？
那
Yeah，
我还
Paimon
想问一个大雄老师一个二游非常核心的问
Pylons
题，
and
就是
Duet Night Abyss guys
现在市场上已经有很多二游了，
嗯
然后在研的
are on the way.
储备产品也有特别多。那对于我们大雄老师和制作组的
For
小伙伴们
Mr.
来讲，
Dickabear and the
我
dev
们已经
team,
虽然说现在已经非常的干了，
it's been super
现在
intense.
是不是
Is
压
the
力
pressure
还
still
会很大
overwhelming?
就我们的
Obviously.
产能现在产能很厉害，那以后我们的产
Can you
能会继
maintain
续
this
跟上
pace?
吗？
Yeah, they need to keep things up
首
at
先
this
压力的问
pace.
题啊，就是现在确实
The current market
大家
situation
情况都
shows
都压力挺大的，
everyone is under a
所以
lot of
不管怎
pressure.
么说，我们都要扛住压力，这是第一点。然后
That's
第二
priority
点呢，
one.
其实还是
We're taking
我们吸收用
suggestions
户
from
玩
players
家
to
的
try
建
to
议
get better.
我们
Good.
努力的变得更好。
However
不
tough
管
it
多
gets,
大的压
we'll
力都
just
要
power
扛。
through.
然后
Good.
最后一个还是
Last but not
接着
least,
再舔一下啊，最后再舔
again,
一下
shout out to
蛋
Daniel
感
again.
谢蛋总，因为我们蛋总的支持，所以我们对于我们的产品来讲呢，不管有多大的压力，我们都要
It's Paimon
扛
but
住。然后
British.
并且蛋总给我们资金支持、人才支持、
Funding
技术支
talent
持等等，保证我们能
They're
够
really
扛住
glazing
压
the
力的同
Daniel.
时产出更好的东西，然后回馈给玩家，
哦，
带来更好的游戏体验。
哦，也就是说，对于大雄老师和团队小伙伴来讲，大家有做好
We've
游
got
戏的
both the
心
passion to
气，
make a great game
也有
and solid support
雄
behind
厚
you.
的后盾支持，对不对？
Blood to the
对
blood
对
god.
我这样子，我觉得我自己就放了不少心了，
嗯
因为对于我来讲，就
Honestly,
是
as a
咱们
relatively
项目
new
组是
team,
一
taking
个
our
非常
first
年
project.
轻的项目组，第一个产品就敢碰二游、3D 二游这种又有箱庭元素的这种
Okay.
大场景搭建、奇观场景搭建这二游，我觉得非常有
Incredibly
勇气
bold.
也非常，我也觉得非常不容易。然后而且相当于
Looks good so
二次
far.
包括三色已经
Impressed.
释放的这些信息来看，我觉
In
得
CBT1,
变化也
CBT2,
特别大。
the changes
就
are
整体
significant. Yeah, the changes between CBT1 and CBT2 are massive. In just 3 months as well, guys. In just 3 months. That's
头部产品
crazy
头部二游可能有一定的差距，但是我昨天也去了公司，咱们跟走到那个
I hope the launch is
开发
good
者
too.
中间，我发现就大家也满脸仙气。
Everyone looks a bit haggard. The workload's probably been really intense
我
lately.
觉得还是
Yep.
非常不容易的。就说到这里，我还是比较感慨。我觉得现在做游戏，因为也不容易。
Making games is not easy.
玩家的我还是非常希
Definitely
望
can't be
玩
easy.
家们能够喜欢上二重螺旋，因为我自己觉得确实它是有一定差异化表现的。我也
Is to
希
get
望
rid of
在
Snow? I'm
制
so
作组
playing
的
this game.
努力下
Yeah, Snow was kind of a Paimon character, wasn't she?
接受玩家建议嘛，玩家建议大家也不玻璃心，对不对？然后我们慢慢改，然后慢慢走，然后长久的作为一款长线的游戏去一直走下去，我觉得这样子最好。这我的
You're so
希望
dead.
走到我心
Yeah.
里去了，非常感谢
说得真。好，其实像我们二重螺旋的测试嘛，从很早期的开
Okay.
始，我们也是一直有
Just
在
as
参
earlier
与。
tests.
其实是真的很期待一款，就是我可以下班回家放空大脑。
Was there
然后就是
any
爽爽
RNG
嘚瑟的
crafting BS in CBT2? I don't remember. I don't remember that. I don't remember. I don't think so.
游戏啊？
Can't remember.
这个也是我们就是一直在期待二重螺旋赶快端上来的原因啊，已经迫不及待
I
的
don't
要
think it
开
was.
始，我们就刷刷刷了。
感谢感谢，然后又一轮的新的测试要开始了。其实我自己确实心里也非常紧张跟忐忑，但真的非常感谢大家的支持啊！真心希望每一个玩到我们游戏或者关注我们的受悦人，能够在我们游戏里像你们说的体验到不一样的体验、不一样的快乐，以及感谢大家的陪伴。那期待大家给我们
Look
更多
forward
宝
to
贵的
receiving more
建议跟
suggestions
意
and
见。
feedback from
那也
everyone.
非常感谢今天2位嘉宾的到访。那各位受友人，让我们阿特拉西亚再见，拜拜。
Oh, I saw a bit of this. Have I seen Rewed Candace? We're going to look at that after this.
bug 那么多，
So many bugs.
咋整？
What now?
是他吧？
Is it
我感
him?
觉是
Yeah, I think so.
看，应该就是他。
Pretty sure it's him. Is he eating Pocky? Yeah, he is.
10倍大熊是吧？
不是，你们认错人了。
这是你吗？
我觉得不是。
I don't think so.
弄他！
Get him.
救命！哥，抓我干嘛？
Why are you kidnapping me? Your game's pissing me off. Sorry, I'm sorry. That last test was a total mess. Beating you up is going easy on you. I'm sorry, my bad. What's the point of apologizing? Did I say you could talk? Fine, I'll shut up. I'm shutting up. Last test was that bad. Are you not even ashamed?
也没那么烂吧
It wasn't that terrible, right? You said your game had thrilling combat. Where's the thrilling part? How dare you say that? That's what we wanted too. Wanted alone didn't help.
我们跪
We doubled the number of on-screen
加了一倍，包
screens.
爽的，包爽的。
Doubled. Guaranteed fun. Guaranteed. Why so hyped? Since when do you get to decide what's fun? And your story kills off a beloved character immediately? What were you thinking?
赛奇
Saki's not dead.
有伏笔，有
That's
伏笔的
foreshadowing. Foreshadowing. Foreshadowing my ass. If no one gets it, it's bad writing. What plot story takes like this?
会。
Yeah, I do. We're a story-driven gacha game. We'll absolutely polish the story. Since you mentioned the gacha game, adding pity systems to the game, you think that's an absolute rule?
我让你抽卡。
You want to teach you how to pull? They're like, just like taking shots at themselves. It's like they're taking shots at everyone else as well. No, they're targeting themselves, but I think they're also targeting everyone else. I want to watch that again. I want to watch that again. I want to watch that again. Because that was funny.
哥，抓我干嘛？玩你游戏玩的
Your
来
game's
火呀
pissing me off.
对不起，对不起。
I like it.
测试做成那样，打你这都是轻的。
对不起，我错了，我错了，我错了。道歉有什么用？让你说话了吗？那我不说了。
I'll turn it up a bit for you.
上次测试做成那样，
That
你还
test
有
was
脸
so
啊？
bad.
也没那么烂吧？
Wasn't that bad, was it?
你一个个高爽游就爽不起来，怎么不烂？
我们也想爽的呀。
想有啥用？
那个我们跪槽加了一倍，我们加了一倍，包爽的，包爽的。这么兴奋啊？爽不爽你说了算。
有你那个剧情，上来就把角色写死，怎么敢的？
赛奇没死，有伏笔，有伏笔的啊！伏笔。
This game slapped around quite a lot.
有你们这么写剧情的吗？会不会啊？
会。我们二游肯定会把剧情打磨好的呀。
你还有脸说二游？整个3件套就说二游是吧？速中之法不可变是吧？我让。
That's not there. One second. No, back. I want to read that again. Just like. adding pity system to a game and calling it a gacha game. You think this is an absolute rule? I have been saying this since the start, guys. I think I've talked about this on stream a while ago, in fact, about what would be my perfect idea of a perfect gacha game, of a game that I feel could still has monetization systems built in, but is still player friendly. Not too player friendly, but I did say in that list of things that when it comes to the banner, at least for the very first character, it should be 100% guaranteed. Exactly. Aniriza, that's what I'm saying. Aniriza, 100% guaranteed gacha is so cool. Yeah. They're taking a shot at everyone that's copying the 50-50 system. Not just one game. They're taking a shot at everyone. No weapon banner, no artifact shit. Good.
我让你抽卡，我让你3件套。
Good.
大哥
We're trying
我
our
们已
best
经尽力
though.
了。我们角色首次保底不歪，武器池子免费锻造。
All
那3件
weapons
套我们也没。
Read it again. All weapons can be crafted for free. For free.
没有，我们是固定词条，不是随机词条。
Stats are fixed. No RNG. I hope to God this game does well. I hope to God this game does well.
你还敢还嘴？
长线游戏总要赚钱的嘛。那我们也想什么都干的吧？那我们也想什么都让利的吧？那我们也什么都优化的吧？别激动，别激动，有话好好说，冷静一下。
I think it's funny that these guys have been slapping him around and they're saying, chill, it's fine. What?
谢谢啊。
吃新的体育要半个小时的二游，你还好意思吃？
Oh. Oh no.
会改的，我们会改的。
好好改改
二
你的玩
游就应该
法
踏踏实实做你的二游。
你看看你的关卡，
你现在这做了什么？
Wait. I just noticed this in the top corner. One second. Wait, no, let me just move chat. Right, chat, you're in the way. Right, look up here. This video is purely for entertainment purposes and does not promote any harmful content. All the food featured in this program was eaten by the staff after filming. What? So they ate his hair noodles? They ate his hair noodles? Suki, welcome in. So they ate this? No, they didn't. They didn't. Gross. They didn't. No. No, they didn't. They didn't. They're lying. They're lying. I like that they're not taking themselves too seriously. You know?
都明白的，现在生活压力都很大，能理解。上次测试
We hear you.
说到了
Devs listen.
最重要还是做好游戏本身。下次测试看我们的行动吧。
See you in the upcoming beta test. They're really promoting this Daphne character on the left here, you know? Okay, and it says here, let me just move chat again because you're always in the way. Okay, test duration. The second closed beta test, well, it's already open, should I say. It officially starts after this. So, again, my fault for being too late. The second closed beta test officially starts from the 12th of June until the 2nd of July. I'm impressed. I like it. I like it a lot. It looks really good. And if I remember correctly, this is all just, yeah, nothing else was after that. Guys, that was good. That was really, really good. I enjoyed that. It is a long CBT. Yeah. I think they want to get as much feedback as possible. And they realize that just having a week or two for a CBT is not nearly enough time. I think that's like 3 weeks there. which is good. It looks really good. I'm impressed. The live stream was fun. What they announced was interesting, and I like it. Like no 50-50 on the first character for all limited banners, and then I'm guessing 50-50 after that. Weapons are craftable for free. And 2 free characters, 4 stars, but they look amazing. The new characters look good. The 7 new characters look good. No RNG on the substats, but the way they work, I think it's still kind of like Warframe, where you can find it and then you can craft it. It's not nearly as bad. Not nearly as bad. If it's anything like Warframe's system, yeah, good shit. Really impressed. Is there really no catch? I do not know. I don't know. Warframe is hell for RNG. It depends. Warframe is hell for RNG on the drops. On the drops. I'm thinking like trying to get that specific piece to create that tenno or something like that. Oh god damn. I've got this student, right? He plays Warframe, and I swear to God, he said he was farming for a specific piece for one of the latest Warframes for no less than 3 months. He was getting all the other pieces, but he couldn't get this one last piece. I was like, dude, just sell the other pieces on the marketplace, get the currency, and buy the piece. And he's like, nah, I want to earn it myself. I'm like, all right, that's up to you. Prime, yeah. Warframe is so time consuming. It is. I mean, but they're successful though. Void relics, yeah. Like, I don't mind having RNG on the drop. Like, this will only drop like 1 in every 50. Oh, I don't mind that. But the actual drop itself, I don't want RNG. Does that make sense? Like, if I'm putting in the effort to go out and grind to get that piece, I want that fucking piece. I don't want that piece to also have a certain degree of RNG on the stuff inside that as well. That would be so demotivating, you know? So if they deliver, then they're going to take over every gacha. I don't know, but if they... I swear, I really, really hope for their success. I really hope for their success. The same thing as well, like with Arknight's Enfield. Arknight's Enfield is doing something different with their gacha system, and is also doing something different with their equipment system as well. Like, as far as I'm right in my what I'm thinking here. Like, if I remember correctly, the equipment system in Arknight's Enfield doesn't have RNG, right? I'm just saying. Well, the weapon craft is that you get a scroll by RNG. Open the scroll. Yeah, and that's what I hope. That it. They're saying here that weapons are freely craftable. Like, you can craft the weapons for free. I'm assuming that you can only craft them for free if you get the specific materials needed, and that material is like a 1 in 50 or maybe 1 in 100. I don't know. Maybe that material is extremely RNG on the drop, but that kind of grind, I'm good with. That kind of grind, I am good with. That is perfectly fine to me. I do not mind grinding. I'm a grinder, right? But I want something that I can say, if I grind for this certain amount of time, I am definitely going to get this at the end of it. I do not mind that at all. I'm good with that. And if it's like that, no issues, no problems at all. Yeah. No, Dad. I understand what you're talking about. I understand exactly what you're talking about. We are back to the root of MMO, grinding. Well, we're all grinding anyway in these gacha games for echoes and artifacts and relics and all. We're all grinding anyway. It doesn't really matter. You're just swapping out one grind for another. I will say though, Darren, maybe you can confirm this. I can't remember. For the weapon grind there, to get that material, say, like I said, say that material is 1 in 50, just for example. I hope, for the love of God, that the thing that you have to grind to get that material isn't stamina capped. For stuff like that, I do not want a stamina cap on those. I do not mind a stamina cap on the dungeons to get demon wedges. Like, that's fine. And stamina caps for dungeons to get the materials to level up your characters, that's fine. But when it comes to that kind of stuff there, I do not want a stamina cap on that grind. That would, for the love of God, that would piss me the fuck off. Are we talking about Agnes Enfield here? No, I'm talking about Duet Night Abyss right now. It's not, but it's from Void Relics, and Void Relics are drops from the environment. Those pieces are also RNG from... Yeah. Don't make limitations for grinding like Genshin did. The thing is, though, guys, no stamina grind equals botting. Potato. I don't care. It doesn't matter. And the reason why it doesn't matter is because these are solo playing games. There's, from what I understand, there's no real like PvP type thing going on here, so it doesn't matter at all. And this goes back to what I was. In fact, no, I have a video talking about that as well. Coming up soon, hopefully. Whenever people say, "Well, this will create a divide between players that do this or players that do that," I'm like, it doesn't matter. It literally does not matter. These are solo games. Like, people that are saying it'll create divides, who are you comparing yourself to? Some randos online? Focus on your own game. It doesn't matter. It's like saying when a new game, let's say for example, Expedition 33 came out, and I could say, well, people are playing it earlier than me, and I can't play it yet. That's not fair. Yeah, you're right. It's not fair. It doesn't matter. It's when I do eventually play Expedition 33, I'm playing a solo game. This is a game for me. I don't have to interact with anyone else. It doesn't matter. Same thing for this here. You don't have to. You could play these games, not be online, not talk to anyone, not do a single fucking thing. You could treat these games as solo, like just single player games. So when it comes to like people saying this will create a divide between players, it doesn't fucking matter. It doesn't. Not just in this game, but in all these gacha games. All of them. Item tradable should be good. Yeah, if they implement like a marketplace system like in Warframe, that could be good. That could definitely be good. But I don't think they need it. It doesn't matter to me, really. What makes Warframe grind bearable is that we can trade there. Yeah, that definitely does help. A lot. The thing is, though, like the thing with the marketplace in Warframe is that you mainly use the marketplace to get pieces to build the new Tennos and such. I don't think you can build Tennos in this, so I don't think it's going to be as needed. Because for this one, you just pulled the character. Right. So I want to look at rewind cadence. Was it cadence rewind? Rewinding cadence, sorry. Rewinding cadence. High stakes. Gameplay showcase has got 9 minutes here. What's got the most views? I want to get the one that's got the most views. Yeah. This one. There. It's 1 minute 11 seconds. And I got this one here. So I'm just going to switch stuff up. Okay. I don't think there's no rewinding cadence thing on Twitch, so I'm just gonna say just chatting. I don't really care. Okay, that's done. Right. So, and I can't be able to change my information on YouTube, so that's just gonna have to deal with how it is, you know. So let's have a look at rewinding cadence. You know. So I'm gonna look at the announcement trailer first, and then I'm gonna look at the gameplay trailer. This one here. So let's have a look.
Is this how it ends?
Kind of got some like Doctor Strange vibes there.
We've returned to the beginning once more.
Right, I'm just gonna say. Looks good, but I feel like I've just seen it. Looks good, but I feel like I've literally just seen this. Like, not just like 20 minutes ago. Generic landscape. It is kind of generic. No? But let's just give it a shot.
Before any of it happened.
The Recursor shall overturn the prophecy of the Sunblade Tide. But...
That's cool.
You're awake!
Ooh, oh, is that what it's called? Rewinding. That's cool! Whoa, 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 that was cool. Like, this part here where it's like you're replaying stuff, that's kind of like got Groundhog Day vibes. This is cool! Holy shit.
I still couldn't change anything.
Oh.
Then let's try again.
Stories repeat in endless cycles. Narratives etched in timeless script.
I really wonder how
perpetually frozen.
They're gonna make this work. She's a regressor, right? She's a regressor. What? No, wait. Any difference in... Because usually when they have like mirror things, there's usually a difference between something here. No, I don't think I can see any difference. Okay, so there's no hidden Easter egg there. Looks interesting. I don't know how they're going to pull it off, like story-wise. Story-wise, I don't know how they're going to pull this off. It seems like they're doing something to do with Groundhog Day and time slips, time leaps. You're seeing loops in there as well. This seemed a little bit generic to me. The character designs look pretty cool. I like this. I'm just a sucker for these kind of visuals, I'll be honest. Check the gameplay? I will check the gameplay. This was cool. I like this. The end is already written. Huh. It's really interesting. Like that there, you can see like the same... They're trying to represent this as being the same character, but they all look very different in each way. I'm really confused. Okay. So let's have a look at the gameplay here. Got 16 minutes, 13 minutes of 29 seconds. Oh, we just saw that. This is new though. Well, is that like the intro scene? Like get it when you choose your character? Wait, can you not choose? Are you like forced to choose the female protagonist? Which is fine. I'm just wondering because usually you have like a choice between a male protagonist or a female protagonist. I'm just I can only see one here. I mean, she's cute. Maybe appearance here? There's male and female. Okay, that's a different version of the landscape I said was generic earlier. I like that. I like a bit of variety in here. Of course, I cannot speak Chinese, so I don't know what is being said here. But from what I can tell of these kanji here that are also in Japanese, is that you can choose your own path of like how you want to go about this particular. Like you could choose a certain selection here, and you either choose power, wisdom. I don't know what this one is. I'll be honest. But this one in the bottom right, I think this is kanji. It's like empathy. Yeah, like choose your own path, and you could choose like which way you want. If you want to go for like a power timeline, or a wisdom timeline, or an empathy timeline. No, I don't think this is stats. I'm not sure. Dice function? That's interesting. I've never seen that before. Not to this degree. Okay. So you roll 11. Nice. She looks cool. She looks really cool. Got some parries in there. Okay. Cool. Very nice. Okay. Yep. Dodges in there. Nice. I'm liking the animations. I'm wondering what this bar in the bottom here is. Even the enemies have ult animations. Let's go. That's pretty cool. So she's like kind of a range DPS. Again, I'm liking the dodges. I saw some parries in there as well. Okay. Whoa, that thing is massive. Oh, that's sick. That's really cool. Nice. This is a nice boss. I quite like the combat of this game, not gonna lie. It looks pretty interesting. Dodging, dodging, dodging. Yep. Nice. Yep. Sorry. I love girls who laugh like that. I'm just gonna put it that way. It's not even half HP yet. There's so many moves. Yeah, so many movesets. Nice variety. What was that? I mean, completely based in the character's lore. Is she gonna be playable? Is this Wood Lady gonna be playable? Oh, Spirit Bomb. Oh, we're fucked. Oh, no, this is not DNA. I haven't changed the YouTube side of things. I've changed Twitch. But this is rewinding cadence. And the thing is, though, like, one thing I remember is that Sotoasis, that's the same company that made Fate Trigger. They made Fate Trigger. Fate Trigger is basically the anime open world, anime version of PUBG, basically. It's the anime version of PUBG, but with like Valorant-like super moves as well, which I thought was pretty cool. I really want to play Fate Trigger. I love like the open world, 100 battle royale type things. I love PUBG. And to be fair, in Japan, the one that got really popular, not PUBG, was a game called Koya Kodo. The English title is Knives Out, and I don't mean the movie or the detective movie. No, the title is, it's by NetEase. Yeah, but the game is was basically just a PUBG knockoff that came to mobile well before PUBG Mobile happened. So they made bank with that game. Oh my! It's like Koya Kodo, Knives Out, the game went fucking nuts in Japan. Yeah. So it's a good game, but this is a heavy task for the story department with the time thing. Yeah, they're gonna need a big script. That's cute. Oh, hang on, we've got some like surfing, snowboarding, rollerblades. That's cool. Flights. Oh, that's sick. Is this for all characters or just those specific characters? I don't know what her name is, but she's a dual wield apparently. Oh, range. Oh wait, so it's a different aspect? I have seen that attack before. Blast AoE. That's a nice looking tree. This is kind of like Elden Ring-ish, no? What? What? Wait. This is great. Like, epic. Oh, yeah. Like, not even like you see her normal eyes go into that. She's already in, like, V mode. Whoa, that was creepy. Oh. Guys, did you notice that? Like, as the character is like going through the options here, look at the eyes. Look at the eyes. Watch it again. Watch it again. Like, this character obviously follows and looks at the one that you're like hovering over, but look at the eyes here. Like, the eyes are also following you as well. That is creepy. I like it. That's good. That's good. That's good. 9. Okay. +1. 10. Oh, okay. I see. This is kind of Dungeons and Dragons. This is kind of Dungeons and Dragons, where depending on the option that you choose, if you don't roll high enough and you don't have the characters to give you the buffs high enough, then you can't reach this level here. That means you can't clear the check. You can't clear the skill check. Baldur's Gate. Well, I mainly played Dungeons and Dragons, but Baldur's Gate is basically based on Dungeons and Dragons. Well, most, if not all, RPGs are based on Dungeons and Dragons to some degree. It powers your modifiers? Yeah. So you fail. So you attempt to do that. Yeah, failed. Okay. If you fail, then you go into this boss battle. And listen, if you cleared it, then you wouldn't go into this boss battle. Okay, okay.
开一击，这，
You see a reroll ticket?
夜小怪兽，亏，
BG3 is literally D&D modified. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
集合，
为民效劳。
全力出击，当当当，来，叮叮当当，宝物奏响，就是现在。
用血与火为誓，手扶手。指挥一人。
This guy's level 13, by the way. This is like level 13. I like his design. This enemy, I like this enemy's design. Ah, this moveset here is kind of reminds me of Crownless.
逆光的轨迹在此汇集，
You can reroll into some vendors got dice reroll. Whoa. QTEs in here? I don't know if that's just for this battle or for like all boss battles as well. Like if they are going to do QTEs, and you guys know how I feel, if they're going to do QTEs, at least make them failable. If I miss that QTE, I want to get fucked. Not sexually, but also maybe depending on the character. But yeah, make the QTE actually mean something. And QTE parries, yeah, I like the QTE parries. That's a good use of QTEs. Then repeated taps of the left click to beat that bar. Alright. I've noticed a lot of the cutscenes here, they have characters that are really... They move like Disney characters. I don't know how I feel about that. Are these all NPCs or are these all going to be like playable characters? 'Cause I've seen like 10 so far already. 1 second. So 1, the main character. 2. Then there's this girl here. I don't think she's a playable character. From what I think she's like a guide. 1 second. No. Back. Is she maybe a playable character too? 3 maybe? 4? 5? She's cute. 6? 7? Wait. Are these NPCs? Is this an NPC? Is these NPCs down here? Are these NPCs? Would, just saying. Like, hell yeah. No man in sight? Yeah. Well, there was that one guy that turned into a wolf. We got Black Swan? Too colorful to get NPCs. Okay, so this is actual gameplay now. Oh. I like how there's a lot of things. Like, that's an... Yeah, they're NPCs. Damn, would. Sorry. I like how there's a lot of stuff going on around in the world as well. And this girl here looks pretty hot. Yes, would. Easy. Also would. Again, this world looks really populated and there's a lot of things happening. I like it. We've got like idol maid groups. Again, VIs. Okay. You need to clear a check of 12. Got 7. 3. Didn't clear it. Failed. Yeah, there's like a reroll there as well. Reroll or retry. The Momokin in the CN threw me off. Yeah.
主人好粗鲁，为什么要做这种事？
There's a lot of timeline shit going on. Hang the fuck up. I want to see like the end of this right here. But this is good. I like this. I like this a lot more. This is a good idea. Being able to explore all facets of a story. And I'm guessing you can, well, it's called rewinding cadence. I'm guessing you can like, after, say for example, you've gone through 1, 2, 3, and you go, and you've done that. Once you've done that time, you can like just rewind back to here and go to 1 and do this one here. I'm guessing there's going to be like different rewards you get from clearing each of these here. So if you don't want to get all the rewards, then you don't have to. But if you do want to get all the rewards and you want to see everything, then you can do that as well. Like there's got to be a point. There's got to be like not monetary, but like there's got to be like an incentive for the players to clear and do all of this. I wonder what they're going to do to make this, to incentivize players to do all this. 200 timelines, brain hurty. Get good. All of that is a timeline. Yeah, this is all timelines. Success timeline and failure timeline. Yeah, so like if you get this one here, if you fail, you get this. If you succeed, you get this one. And here, if you get fail, if you get this one, you choose one here, you get a fail or succeed, I'm guessing. And this one is guaranteed. And this one also has a fail and succeed. I like this a lot. Looks like there's no male MC. Apparently there is a male MC. I don't know. I haven't seen him yet. Okay. This was a lot easier. Clear. Easy clear. Ultimate Riz. I like the variety of NPCs designs. I really do. This world feels real. Chat function? Don't care, to be honest. I never use chat in these games, to be honest. Why is she just like sitting down in the middle of like? Why? Dreamscape Moon up there? This one here? You mean DreamWorks? Street so clean you can sit anywhere? This... Wait. This armor looks pretty cool. I wonder what the deal is with those guys. Interactive chat working with environment. Okay. Oh, this is a traversal? That looks pretty speedy. I like that. That's good. Okay, breakable environment. You can attack the NPCs? And they're kicking your ass too. Uh-oh. Got stars in the top left. Some of that GTA type things. Yeah, GTA 1. Yeah.
打不着，新月光的轨迹再次汇集，新阳，路障，余晖回峡。
Okay, get another star. So you try to run away, but the further you run away, you still get them spawn. That looks badass. The music's pretty good as well. What engine is this? I don't know. I think it's Unreal Engine 4.
违规送灵困铁窗，人灵相对泪几行。
Yeah, I think it's Unreal Engine 4.
参演，请各位洛伦公民和远道而来的朋友们尊重他人财产，切勿模仿以上行为。
I don't know what she's saying.
我们车到吧。
Does this have subtitles? No, it doesn't have subtitles.
仿以上行为，归还者，我们车到吧。
Interesting. So you can massacre the city and they will simply respawn? I mean, I'm fine with that. I mean, you know. Gameplay looks good. Like this boss here has so many different combat animations. It takes a while to beat her, but I'm guessing maybe just these characters might be underleveled or something like that. I don't know. But yeah, the boss look good. The cutscenes look pretty good. Some parts kind of look generic. I want to see more characters. Like there's some characters which I thought could be characters, but I don't. It seems like there's like a partner system going on. Like you're fighting as a partner with that girl there, and then here with what's it? Chat's in the way again. Like every character has like a partner, so you're not just pulling for one character; you're pulling for two. Well, when you pull one character, you get both at the same time, which is cool. So I don't know if from the people that we saw later on, I don't know who is an actual character and who's a partner. Combat looks nice. It does look interesting. A stand user. You could think of it like that way if you want. Looks too good to be true for me. I love to be a gacha organization only for this to work. This game can't use the common tactics for the others. Perhaps. But this game, Paimon, is an easy wood. Oh, you mean the goddess type character? Where is she? Like this character here. Like this is their version of Paimon, and you would. Yeah, I probably would do, but only if she's got the arrow eyes. If she's got no arrow eyes, I'm not interested. I need those arrow eyes throughout the entirety of our runtime. So put it one way, you know. Needs to have arrow eyes, or I'm not interested. Arrow eyes during bed. Yes, the arrow eyes stay on. I don't even know what I'm saying. This game looks like it'll flop. I don't know. Geez, like the reason why I'm saying that is like, you know, with like a Telltale's game, right? We don't really have a Telltale's game type gacha game, so they could easily monopolize that niche of players that want to explore different timelines, different options. So I wouldn't write it off so quickly. I would not write it off so quickly. We had one, but it was on global. Yeah. I think it'll be able to carve a niche. Yeah. The thing is, though, guys, I think that with all these games coming out, hell yeah, I would. With all these games coming out, like Duet Night Abyss, Rewinding Cadence, Silver Palace, Ananta, Nevis to Everness, Arknights Enfield, and the list goes on and on and on. There's some Chinese games that I can't remember the name of right now. But there's so many games coming out in the next couple of years. I think we're going to reach a critical point where the gacha community so far has been pretty cohesive, because there have been a lot of gacha games out there, like Puzzle Dragons, Monster Strike, Fate Grand Order, Azure Lane, etc., etc. But I think there's been like a generational jump since Genshin, and this is something we have to give them credit for, because they did make that jump first, and they brought gacha games to a wider audience, and they basically just stepped the level up for all these other games to come out after them. But I think that was the next generational jump, and we're reaching the maturity stage of that, where they were first and they monopolized that market of this new generation. And all these other games are starting to catch up, like development wise. And once all these games come out, that gacha cohesion or monopoly on the gacha, everyone in the gacha space is like in this one, not everyone, but you know what I'm saying, is in this one bubble of things. Once these games come out, I think there's going to be a split. I think there's going to be a big split of the player base, where some players will just stick to Duet Night Abyss. Some players will just stick to Wuthering Waves. Some players will just stick to Never. I think it is going to come to a point where the gacha community is going to split, and hopefully, my hope is that the best case scenario is that yes, the gacha game communities split, and then they remain in their bubbles. Because right now, because there's only real, come on guys, just be honest. Right now, there's only really Wuthering Waves and, let's just say Hoyo, for example. Kuro and Hoyo that are in here. So because you have a two-party system, for lack of a better term, you have this fight. But the more parties that join this fight, like Hotta Games and Hero Games here, Silver Palace, once more games jump in and more parties jump in, I don't know if there's going to be as much fighting as before, as it is right now. Because people will just be too busy playing their own games. And that's good because everyone will find their niche. Yeah. Sensei, you and me both know there's going to be a lot of warring. I think there will still be some warring between some people, but I don't think there's going to be as much. You underrated Hoyo Shields, Sensei? No. The thing is, though, guys, Hoyo Shields, like hardcore Hoyo Shields, are annoying as fuck, and we all know that. But there are some legit, straight up, hardcore Kuro bots as well, and they are just as equally as annoying. And I've had to deal with those as well recently. As well. And it's just tiring. Like, for example, where was it? When I mentioned about this here, about the Katsuya wall running thing and all the QTEs like being autoplayed and such, I said, yep, I ain't sugarcoating it, this sucks. QTEs were bad enough as it was, but when it's literally impossible to fail them, it makes them completely redundant and removes any and all sense of accomplishment. Let us fail. And I said this. I got some people in the comments here. One second. I've got a lot of people were receptive and were behind me on this, but there were some people, and maybe it's easy to find in the quote retweets, but there were some people that were saying, just find an example. I don't want to like put words in people's mouths. I don't know if this guy was like joking or what. But there's another one. Basically saying, maybe it was in the quote retweets. Oh, this guy. This Ikriam. They have like 6,000 something followers on Twitter. I don't know what I don't know how they got that, whatever. And they quote retweeted me saying, bro's upset over a gacha game QuickTime event. People just want to complain about something nowadays. I swear. I'm like, no, it's not about me wanting to complain about something at all. It's just like, I look at these games with a critical mindset. Like I go in there wanting to enjoy them, but if there's something comes up that I don't enjoy, like the QuickTime event that I think should be playable, then I'm going to point out like the patch was great, but this sucked. And so you're saying that I shouldn't point out the stuff that sucks if I think that everything was great. No, I never. I love my analogies, right? You guys know I love my analogies. If I get a plate of, let's say a plate of spaghetti, a plate of bolognese, yep. You got the pasta in there, you got the meat sauce, yep. And they add something in there that I'm thinking, what the fuck is in that? Let's say they add raisins. Let's say they add raisins to the meat sauce. So you get the bolognese with pasta, and in the meat sauce they add raisins for some fuck knows reason. It's just an example. I'm going to get that. I'll eat the pasta. I'm like, that's pretty good. But I'm like, why? What's the point of these raisins? And I'm going to say, like, yeah, the pasta was good. The meat sauce was good. It was really good. But can you, like, not include the raisins next time? Because that kind of ruins it. I'm just going to point it out. You know? Even if I enjoy the meal as a whole, I'm still going to point out, yeah, I don't like that. Like, what? Hans, you said, damn, raisin is even worse than pineapple. I love both raisins and pineapple. They're two of my favorite fruit, I'll be honest. I love raisins, but just not in meat sauce. One of my favorite snacks of all time. I could eat an absolute tub. This is popcorn, right? But I can eat a tub this size filled with chocolate raisins. Oh my God, I love chocolate raisins. Unfortunately, I can't really find them in Japan. There's not really a thing. And pineapple, I love pineapple. Pizza with pineapple is good. I'll eat it. I don't mind it. Like ham and pineapple pizza? Fine with me. I don't mind. I don't care what anyone says. If you don't like it, fine. Fine. Yeah, dry raisins, I eat it all the time, but please not in sauce. That's what I'm saying, exactly. Like, some places in England, I don't know why they do this, but some places in England, for their curry, they'll put sultana in the curry. Why? Please don't do that. So, yeah. And I said here, also, just zoom in a little bit for you. Let me just move chat again. I said, it's called criticism, and it's literally my job. I praise so much else about this, about 2.4, but this was very clearly a miss. This ain't God of War, Lamau. It's a gacha game that's supposed to be playable on mobile. Criticizing this feels like a nitpick more than actually criticism. Like a majority of players could care less and people agreeing are just sheep following the leader. I'm like, dude, you're a fucking idiot. Like, this is an absolute stupid... Like, I'm not asking it to be God of War. Like, if I just... this guy's also an idiot.
Today I beat the world record speed.
Shut up. Like, it's literally just... I'm just asking for something along the lines of Temple Run. Stop. You know? This is a mobile game that's been out for years, 500 million downloads, rated for ages 3 and above, And this has more difficulty than the entire fucking Cartier scene. I'm not asking for God of War. Like, what was that? You know? I pointed out as well. This guy was such an idiot. Can I just show you guys what this guy was saying? I said, you know Temple Run is one of the most popular mobile games ever, right? Get the fuck out of here with that it's a gacha game excuse. The only thing where it applies, the gacha game excuse applies, is when it is to do with pulling for characters, nothing else. And I show here 4.2 stars, 500 million downloads, rated for ages 3 and above. Bro, you don't even play that game. Lamau, get the fuck out of here with that shit. Go complain about not being able to fail a QuickTime event. Like, does it matter if I have this installed or not? First of all, I played it, but it doesn't matter. But what has me playing this game have to do with the example being used here? What? Just because I don't have it installed now, you think I've never played it? You know how long it's been out, right? But besides that, even if I hadn't, what has that got to do with the argument? The argument of which is completely lost on you, it seems. Yeah, he does. He has no actual card argument at all. Like, you're upset over a QuickTime event and complain that you can't fail it. Listen to this. Listen to this. You are upset over a QuickTime event and complain that you can't fail it. You are nitpicking. A valid criticism. Listen. A valid criticism would be to talk about how simple it is. You realistically aren't failing this ever. Complain about how it could have been a series of longer inputs with short reaction time. That would be more valid criticism. If you fail this QTE, you'd have to be a child, and you are the one who mentioned that. He's asking for more than what I'm asking for. I'm saying there's no gameplay. He's saying a valid criticism would be to have more gameplay. I'm like, yeah, the thing is, I'm saying the same thing. I would like more gameplay, just having the QuickTime event actually fucking work. And you're saying that you want more QuickTime events to more complicated. That doesn't make any sense. Yeah, but you can't fail. That's exactly what I'm saying. You can't fail. It doesn't matter if you add all these extra QuickTime events in there. If you can't fail, what is the point? And that's exactly my point. This guy is a moron. What? Absolute moron. How the hell did this person get 6,000 followers on Twitter? What the fuck is this guy? How? I'm a marine biologist. With that logic, with that logical reasoning, I highly doubt that. I specialize in box jellyfish. Fun fish fact. Flying fish can't actually fly. Cool. Right. Don't care. What an idiot. What an absolute fucking idiot. Gunaporn VR chat. Is that what they are? Is that it? Oh, okay, cool. Idiots. Love them. This person here, I've seen this person in my replies a few times. They're always really, I don't know. You've missed the point of this section entirely, of this Cartier section. You've missed the point of this section entirely. Playing on a mobile, failing, restarting over and over removes the entire feel of the cinematic rush it's supposed to portray. If you feel it missed the mark, sure, from your point of view, then it should have just been a cinematic. But many gacha games have these mechanics to make the player feel more excited in the moment that they achieve such a rush of escape. But no one is actually fooled that these segments are designed for more than eye candy. It's kind of an agreement between player and game. No. Here's how they should have fixed the QTE. For all players. All players. Each QuickTime event, you can fail it, let's say, 3 times. And after the 3rd time you fail it, it just auto-selects. It just plays through. And then once it goes to the next QuickTime event, fail it 3 times, and then it just auto-selects if you fail it the 3rd time. That way, it would actually make the QuickTime button mean something. And for those that want to do this, or just maybe they're severely comatose and don't have full mobility in their hands. No shade. There are some people out there that, through no fault of their own, that are in such a state. I hope they make a full recovery and get better, whatever. And if they are a player like that, that has no motor functions in their hands, then they will eventually get through it. You know? They could just have an optional opt-out for casuals. Yeah. They could have a section in the settings. Okay. This is something I would like you all to put in the survey. Bit of a tangent, but it ties back as well. I would like to have in the settings menu a toggle for subtitles. I want a toggle for I do not, guys, I don't know if it's just me, but I don't want subtitles on the screen when I'm watching a cutscene. I want to just have everything off the screen and just enjoy it as a little mini movie. And if I want to, wait, what does it say? Then I'll have that button in the top right corner that allows me to look back and reread the dialogue, and then I go, okay, got it. And I go back. Can I just have a toggle to turn subtitles off? I think that'd be pretty cool. On the topic of toggles, though, there should also be a toggle to have for the QuickTime events. QuickTime events auto select toggle. You know, I said this before as well. So toggle for the QuickTime events, and also a toggle for the cutscenes, where it's like with all cutscenes, it's automatic immersion mode. Everything is off the screen except for when you've got the dialogue selection options. Then that comes up, you select that. Good, cool. But everything else off screen. I don't want anything on screen. I just want to enjoy the cutscene. Have you seen the Wuthering Waves story critic? After a certain CC jumped on the video, the comments just became toxic. Wuthering Waves story critic? No. I don't. I'll be honest. I don't typically watch other content creators' content. Not really. So I haven't seen that. What happened? Wuthering Waves story? Which one? Something more recently? Who am I supposed to look for? Upload. Let's get more recent ones. Which one are you talking about? I don't know who you're talking about. The story critic person. I don't care. I have an idea on who the certain CC is. Someone that needs to leave the fucking community, in my opinion. But that's another conversation. The less I say, the better. Psyche? I've already seen Psyche's video. I've seen Psyche's video. Is the name of the vid? Wooden Wura story critic. I've seen this one. I've looked at this one. Is there a new one? What video is this idiot referring to? I'm not watching his fucking video. I don't give a fuck. No, I'm not watching it. What's the source video for this? What's the source video? Not this idiot's. The other one. Is it just called Wooer Story Critic? Gotcha God? I don't know. We're a second chance. Can I just block him? No. I wish I could just block channels. I don't give a fuck what his videos, what any of his content. I don't. I don't know. Point being, no, I haven't seen the video. The Noob Jesus. Okay. Okay, let's have a look. Wuthering Waves has bad writing from 2 weeks ago. 6.1k views. Okay. 1.8k subs. I don't typically watch other content's videos, but I'm kind of curious now.
Wuthering Waves. I like Wuthering Waves. Of all the gacha games I have played, it's probably the game with the best, well, gameplay. The only contender being Architects, and that's mostly thanks to integrated strategies.
Okay.
The combat is fluid.
I'm not going to really comment. I'm not a reaction channel, so.
Overall, the feel of the world is strangely fantastical. While there are some issues that might become a problem in the future, as of now, it's a really good game.
I want to know what their
But
critique is to see what got that kind of
is its story, and to an extent, world building. Ever since beta, it has had these problems, so once I actually caught up to the game during 2.2 and I was hearing all about how great of a story 2.2 is, I was rather excited. While it does fail frequently when it comes to story, I could tell that the game had immense potential. With how colorful its world is, as long as you make good use of its characters, you could make interesting plot points.
Okay.
So, with that mindset, I started the 2.2 questline and it was It wasn't that interesting and was honestly more of a disappointment than anything. Even so, that feeling of potential remains. In this video, I want to go over why the story of Wuva doesn't work, and how it could be better.
Okay.
To start off, Wuva, Wuthering Waves, commits a sin that surprisingly a lot of gacha games also commit, not making use of its cast. What do I mean by that?
No,
well, if you read the story and actually pay attention, it's hard to count the times when more than 2 characters are interacting outside of expositions.
This is true.
Basically, most character interactions in the game are only between Rover, the MC, and another side
character. Character interactions?
You read of, but not Carthea. She just seemed boring.
No, that's true.
And I had to literally spend time with another character.
I don't care what he says, like the point itself is true, so I don't like how he got to the reasons beyond
then half of 2.2 is just Rover having an eccentric date with Carthea. I had a really strong desire to just press the skip button. Thankfully, I hate myself, so I didn't do it. But
I said something similar. Like there was one part that I was like, yeah, didn't really need that, and then everyone in chat went, "What? I'll take Luke." I'm like, I don't care. There was like this one particular section that was like, not really necessary, but I don't think it was like a date. I don't know.
But still, it was not an entertaining time. Thing is, I feel like if Carthea spent more time with other characters, I would have liked her more. If Contraless stayed and you made an actual party of 3, a character like Carthea would not appear as boring, because you would have another character to bounce off of. One that is not Rover.
Again, this is going back to lack of character interactions.
Now, I don't have any big problems with Rover. I don't think that making Rover the Jesus of everything is automatically bad. You can make any character work if you are just a good enough writer. Sadly, Rover lacks personality for the most part. For one, unlike every other character, not all of Rover's lines are voiced. This creates a jarring contrast between Rover and whatever other character he's interacting with. It's immersion breaking, and it's something that a lot of fully voiced gacha games struggle with from what I...
Yeah, Rover is a complete blank slate. Again, if he's talking here about saying Rover is a blank slate, that they're OP, blank slate, self-insert, yeah, he's right. That's correct. So from what he said here, from the 2 points I've heard so far, the main problems he's saying is that there's lack of character interactions with other characters, and Rover is a blank slate self-insert. Yeah, it's correct.
More than the 2.2 questline, I liked the Vault Underground storyline.
There are parts where Rover's personality shines through, but generally speaking, those are rare, few and far between. But for the most part, it's just very, very typical stoic blank slate protagonist. I've seen literally dozens of them over the past couple of decades.
In it, you get called to oversee the transfer of something.
Have I seen the original story? It was like, if so, what do you think about it? There was a lot of problems with, I think you're talking about CBT1 story. There was a lot of problems with the CBT1 story. But what I really liked is that there were, it seemed to me, maybe I'm wrong, maybe I'm just like, it's been a while since I've rewatched that. Maybe we can do that. Maybe we can do a stream where we just look through the old CBT1 story. If I can find a video with that, with the old CBT1 story, and we can just rewatch that and see how things have changed. But I remember there being more interactions with characters, between characters, and not just characters to Rover. And I much more appreciated the character dynamic. As like, I've said it before, I'll say it again. I do not like the instant. I do not like how quickly people warm up to Rover. I like being the one to earn that affection, to earn that loyalty, to earn that that friendship, should I say? And just being given it off the bat, don't like it.
Into the vault as a mediator. You also have Zani with you representing the Montellis alongside Phoebe representing the church. It's not a complicated storyline. It has
Zena,
far less exposition than the main quest, and most importantly, you do it with a gang. I know for certain that I would dislike Phoebe. You do it with a gang.
Literally a gang member? Well, no, she's not a gang member. She took out a gang.
I know for certain that I would dislike Phoebe if she didn't get to interact with both Rover and Zani at the same time. She would have been another Carthea. I can tell because I didn't care about her in the fishing events. But when you allow her to interact with more than just a cushion, suddenly she's a far better character. For example, this one scene where the gang starts talking about this one painting that is covered up was pretty memorable. Due to that conversation, you learn more about Zani and Phoebe. And because Rover is just not that talkative, having an extra character around lets the writing breathe. Let's take a game like FGO. In an event, let's just say
this is my wheelhouse.
Summer 5. In it, you have over 10 playable characters, plus some other characters that aren't playable, all interacting in one event. Not main story, but event. And these characters are not all connected to each other. You have Sigurd and Brynhild, which flirt like all the time.
I love playing.
Then you have Enya of all people alongside Elia, Rasaki, Tomoe, Senpai, and a lot more. And these characters all interact. What makes it special is that normally you would never even think of how these characters exist.
It's just talking about character interactions again, and which is completely true. That is why when people were talking about Fate Grand Order's story being too long, it is very long. It's like stupidly long. But in my opinion, the reason why it gets to be that long is because throughout the story there are a lot of other characters interacting with each other. It's not just one characters and their progressions. There's a lot of stuff that goes in there with other characters all talking, like arguing with each other. You have so many people like just all involved at the same time, and that's why it gets to be to the length that it is. Same thing in here with the mentioning of not just this event. A lot of the other events as well have the same degree of things where there's all these characters come together from all different parts of the mythos and such, and they're just there for the sake of being there. You know, it's some weird anime logic, and having two characters that you would never think would ever talk to each other just meet up and like fight or get along or flirt or whatever. Just having that is really, really good. So again, it's talking about character interactions. Is it same here?
Not only would all these characters' voice actors need to be free,
it's just talking about character interactions.
The dialogue in the game, while not as cringe as something like Genshin, is still rather weird at times. This is more of a nitpick, honestly, and something I just want to get out of the way.
At times.
Whenever characters talk, it feels awkward, and this is something that is present for most of the game. I don't know if it's got something to do with the voice acting, the 3D models, or the feel of the world, but it's hard to get immersed into the story. Not only that, but
depends
like
on
60%.
Like certain parts of the 1.0 story, like the English voice acting specifically, did sound kind of off. JP was much better in that, although it's like Not everyone in 1.0 was bad. Just a couple of people. And I'm not going to say anymore, but...
% of the dialogue is only exposition. I like world building, but not like that. Maybe it's because the dialogue is cringe.
I didn't mind Yang Yang as much as everyone else. I understand everyone's opinions, but
I don't know.
I didn't mind me personally.
Something is wrong with it, and I genuinely can't tell what. It's something that Genshin struggled with back when I played that game, but in a game like Girls Frontline 2, which has Japanese voices, I don't feel the same thing.
So why didn't you play with JP voices in Wuthering Waves then? Yeah. Just playing JP if that's your problem. That's all I can say, man. So on this one, it's like I half agree. Like some of the 1.0 voice acting was a bit sketchy. Like I even said just yesterday, some lines delivered by Rover, male Rover specifically, even to today, some of them sound a bit off sometimes. But like, if that's your critic, just playing JP.
Again, more of a nitpick, but it's how I feel.
No, it's fine.
Going back to the focus that WoWa puts on one-on-one interactions, there is one positive about it.
Why not playing JP? I mean, understanding without reading is part of the experience. Yes, that might be true for you, but he literally just said that that's why he enjoys Girls Frontline 2, because they have JP voices. So it seems it's very clear that this person does not mind playing a story with JP voices and English subtitles. That's what I'm saying. If you're fine with that, why not play with that? That's why I say why not play in JP for this person specifically.
The companion quests. Not all of them are great, but the best parts of WoWa are in these stories. Because they are companion quests, you don't...
Why don't we have Carlotta's mirror self as a skin? Why is this not a skin? Like, it's literally right. They already have it modeled up. Just make this a skin. Like, straight up.
Get as much exposition and don't need to expect more, nor should you. They're focused on the companion character, and that's fine, because that's exactly...
Another thing with the skin that they released for Carlotta as well, I don't know why didn't they change the weapon to be like water pistols? Why didn't they change her crystal rifle thing into a water pistol? Why didn't they do that? They should have done that. It's literally in the splash art.
Exactly what they're meant to do. For
Gian's story quest was fantastic.
2.2 is about the lore of Renesita, Imperator, sort of false religion, and a few other things. All told through 2 different dates. Gian's, Encore's, Cantarella's, and Camellia's questlines are the best stories that WoWa has to offer. Especially Camellia's quest.
Say that again.
Told through 2 different dates. Gian's...
Well, first of all, they weren't... As someone that's been very vocal about the whole gathering wives thing, I'm using... just for the sake of argument here. When I played through 2.2, well, the one that is referencing there with Cantarella and Cartia, I did not get that impression with Cantarella, like, at all. But with Cartia, there was one short specific section where I, like, kind of, but on the whole, nah, I don't agree with that.
Encore's, Cantarella's, and Camellia's questlines are at different dates. Gian's, Encore's...
Encore sucks. No. I'm going to fight with everyone. Encore's character story quest, one character in that quest sucked. And that's, is it Ling or Ying? Encore's good. The Encore specific stuff is good. I like that. Ying, or whatever her name is, can fuck off.
Cantarella's and
Cantarella, Camellia.
Camellia's questlines are the best stories that WoWa has to offer.
Why? Because she's fucking pointless.
Especially Camellia's questline. I really like that one.
Why didn't they include
and again, they're all good
Carlotta? I thought Carlotta's story was pretty good.
By the characters that you're interacting with and nothing more. Yes, you get some lore and world building from them, but nowhere near as much exposition.
I still think Gian's story quest was probably one of the best they've ever done.
But not all. At the end of the day though, they don't save Wuva from having a mediocre to boring story. The game itself has not managed to feel like anything over a 5 out of 10. Sure, something like Camellia's questline I could see being an 8 or even 9 out of 10. But
I had significant issues with Camellia's quest. I didn't like how thoroughly interwoven and integrated Rover was into her backstory. I was like, why? I did not see the point in that at all. I would have much more preferred it if she just became the character that she is, the combat crazy thrill seeker that's looking for her seed. And then when she meets Rover at the beginning of 1.0, when we go into Jinsho, that's the first time that she ever meets him. I didn't like the integration of having Camellia is who she is because of Rover. That just removes all sense of agency from her character, in my opinion. So I have issues with this story, personally. The only one way it really makes sense for me to have that was, again, Shorekeeper. Shorekeeper story quest needed that, but my problem with Shorekeeper story quest it was way too rushed. It didn't give itself time to breathe, and it set up this thing where Shorekeeper like sacrifices herself, and it's instantly like reneged on. It's instantly fixed. I'm like, no, they should have like had that in the first half, and then we go to save her in the second half. It should have taken its time a lot more with that one there. So Shorekeeper story quest was good. Way too fast. The pacing was off. Some of the tonal elements were a bit here and there. Overall, it was good, but just needed to be longer. I know, weird, right? I'm usually complaining that these story quests are too long, but here we are. Camellia's story quest, I just didn't like how stupidly interwoven and integral Rover was to her backstory, like at all. It's just no. I wanted her to be her own character and find Rover and find the thing that she's looking for, you know? In the beginning of 1.0. Encore story quest, as I said, Ying or whatever her name is, pointless. But the actual stuff to do with Encore herself was good. Yinlin's story quest, I wish we got more of like the secret agent type thing that we were like promised, for lack of a better term, in the trailer. We eventually got that in the Somnar Labyrinth, which I enjoyed a lot more. Some of the environments in Yinlin's story quest were fantastic, but the actual story itself was a little bit lackluster. If they'd switched that, give us more of the secret agent stuff in her story quest, the full longer one, and then have that adoptive daughter thing in the Somnar Labyrinth, I'm good with that. That's fine. Who else? Right? Jinxi's was good. Changli, I enjoyed Changli's as well. Although, again, with Changli, she suffered from the same problem that Camellia did as well, where Changli becomes who she is because of Rover in a roundabout sense, because Changli's master's master, for lack of a better term, was Rover. I'm like, for fuck's sake. That just annoys me. That kind of stuff really annoys me. Like, how the fuck is he everywhere? And just so happens to be integral to all of the most important people's backstories. Like, what? Nah. Rover is capable and strong enough to earn the trust of these characters, so they should make us do it. Don't give it away for freely. Exactly. Because when they put that in the backstory, it gives it away. It gives it away for free. I want to earn every iota of trust that we get from these characters. That's my problem. Rover is everywhere, then all the benefits reaped by the amnesiac himself. It's too. What's the word? I'm forgetting the word. Again, I'm losing my English. It's just too convenient. It's just too convenient. You know?
A few ways that you could improve the overall experience is to make sure that Rover is voiced more often and giving him more lines.
Fair.
That in itself would make the writing of the game much more competent.
That makes no sense. That argument there makes no sense. Listen to that again.
Is to make sure that Rover is voiced more often and giving him more lines. That in itself would make the writing of the game much more competent.
The writing's the same. No, the writing is literally the same. You're just saying give more voices. And like I said the same thing. Like I said that yesterday. I said that yesterday, in fact. Like just make sure all the voices, all the lines are voiced. I don't really care. But the writing is the same. There's no difference.
You would also have to get rid of the plastic feel that a lot of characters have during the main story. Don't advertise them. Making them likable and interesting is a far better advertisement than just shoving them into story scenes for exposure. To make them better, the best solution would be to have these gacha characters interact with other gacha characters.
Again, it's talking about just... I think that's his main point.
I don't know, Alto conversing with Chong-Li, or Encore playing with Roshia.
Yeah, no,
you don't
that's...
have to get rid of Roshi.
I really wanted Alto to actually have a conversation with Shorekeeper, because he got cucked, like, severely. And I want to see Chong-Li talking to Cantarella. And I want to see Jinshi actually talking to her bodyguard, Sanhua. That'd be cool. So I want Jinshi to talk to Sanhua. I want Cantarella to talk to Chong-Li. I want Alto to talk to Shorekeeper. I want more interest with Shorekeeper, with Alto and Encore, because they're fantastic together. Encore and Rochia, yep. Who else? I want to see Phoebe interact with someone from Huanglong. Maybe Phoebe and Chixia would be pretty interesting. Or maybe Phoebe and Jeja. And I want to see Kokoro interact with Zani. I want to see Mortefi actually interact with Zhang Yao. Yeah. This can go on for like forever. This could go in forever. I kind of like the interaction Rover had with Yinlin in the first place. Yeah.
Encore playing with Roshia. You don't have to get rid of Rover for these interactions to happen. You would just have to add characters.
No,
and also don't forget about characters. Just because Jinshi has gotten a full question mark story doesn't mean that you can't use her in a future story after the end of her banner.
Yeah.
I might not care about a character like Yinlin now.
I do.
But if in the future
she's literally my wife.
She gets to be a fun character, I might pull for her. Now, this is more something just for me and not an advice, but I think that we need more cool characters. Or any other kind of characters, really.
Yeah,
the only cool character we have is Kalkaro.
No.
And he doesn't even appear in the story.
No.
I like cuties. I like sexy women.
Honestly, Kalkaro is fine, but I think he's overrated. Kalkaro is fine, but I think he's overrated. The only reason why people like Kalkaro is because he looks like Sephiroth. That's it. Now, the only reason why people like Kalkaro is because he looks like Sephiroth. That's literally the only reason. If you say that's not the reason, you're fucking lying. Because what do you know? You don't know anything about Kalkaro in the story because he hasn't fucking appeared in the story. So you know him literally just based on visuals alone, and his visuals are quite literally based on Sephiroth. Kalkaro fans going to come for me? They can try. I don't give a fuck. Who's Sephiroth? You liar. Are you serious? Like, quite literally Sephiroth. Right? Literally has the same voice actor. Like, they're not even being shy about it. With him using a long sword as well. Long, broad blade sword, yeah. I will make 4 people mad at the same time. I don't care who I make mad. This is what I think.
I get tired when every character is a cute or sexy woman. Give me some like super badass edgelord. Give me some kind of schizo jester. Bronte's not schizo enough. Give me someone scary. Just have some variety. Despite what people tell you, other kinds of characters can sell.
Didn't I just literally say that at the beginning of this stream? I literally just said that, like, we need more variety, and they're just giving us a certain type of variety. They're not like giving us more variety. I don't know about giving dudes, like, for example, he mentioned sexy, cute characters. I think if you give him like a badass woman, like, say, well, this is probably not the best example, but like, this is badass as fuck. Once again, chat is in the way. This is badass as fuck, right? If you've got a character like this, Crimson Weave, oh hell yeah. Or let's go Path to Nowhere, because of course I'm gonna fucking bring Zoya. Like, this type of character, badass as fuck. Like, look at those abs. I think, like, we got a similar character to this, but she was the antagonist to Zani's story quest. Gabrena? Oh wait, yeah. We're gonna get Gabrena. Yeah, Gabrena. Yeah. Like, look at this though. Holy fuck. Like, bloodied, battered, beaten, kicking ass.
People like to say that husbandos don't sell, but that's not entirely true. People like to say that husbandos don't sell, but that's not entirely true.
It's not.
If they aren't selling, there's a problem other than them being male.
Yep.
More than waifus, I want to play as cool characters.
True.
So, if a character is super awesome and full of edge, I'm going to most likely roll more for that kind of character over another sexy woman. And I don't even like dudes, not in the same way that I like women. FGO is one of the most successful gachas ever, and its arguably most successful banner was Oberon, which is a dude.
He's a fucking twink too.
He was and still is one of the most important characters gameplay-wise, but more than that, I think people rolled for him because he was such a good character.
Yep.
He was the most successful release of that time, even though every other character was incredibly popular, but also a waifu. Units like Bob-on Sith and Morgan have become some of the most popular female characters of FGO.
Morgan's amazing. I love Morgan.
They couldn't reach the level of Oberon. Point is, variety can help not only with sales, but also with story. And the larger point is that if you just make Kalkaru the main character of WoWa and center the story around him, the game would be a 10 out of 10.
Alright, so that last line was very clearly just like joking around. It seems like the biggest criticism that I could find was the problem with Wuthering Waves is that the characters don't interact enough with each other. And Rover is a blank slate OP protagonist, self-insert protagonist. And Wuthering Waves forgets their past characters. They only bring the characters up that are on the banner. They always forget their past ones. And they need more variety in characters. Am I missing? I think that's it. I think that's the majority of what there was. But for the point of bad writing, no. On the point of bad writing, he's wrong. On the point of saying Wuthering Waves has bad writing, that's just wrong. Those are problems, but those are not problems to do with bad writing. That doesn't make sense. Like these two things, in my opinion, do not really connect. The problems that they listed, like I said, are true, and they are problems. Like, so I agree with them there. But for bad writing, no, that's not correct, like at all. So, yeah, that's my opinion on that one. Again, I'm not going to cut that out and put it on YouTube because I do not do React videos. Not really. The only reason why I did that is because I was being asked, and it's like, here we are, you know. But yeah, just give Rover the whole memory back. I can't stand Rover now. I like main characters that have their own personality. I'll still quote unquote enjoy main characters that are self-insert OP protagonists from let's say just really, really trash isekai anime or trash isekai manga or something like that. But that's the thing, I know it's trash. And the thing with Wuthering Waves is that I don't think it's trash. So I don't think they should they should fall into those trash tropes, you know? My favorite characters of all time, like think of all the best protagonists that you can think of. Think of all the best protagonists that you can think of, like in gaming, or just like in anime as well. You don't need them to be like one note, blank slate protagonists. Like for me, Squall, like Final Fantasy here, Squall, Cloud to some degree. Final Fantasy VII is not my favorite. I'll just put it that way. Tidus. The Japanese name is Tida. I think his English name is Tidus. And then other characters, you've got Ezio, Geralt, should I say? Sorry. So all these, like Snake, Solid Snake, all these protagonists, they have their own personality. And that doesn't make me any less likely to get involved in their story. They should do the same thing with Rover as well. Just give him his fucking memories back. Give him, like, once he gets his memory back, he develops this new personality that we follow on from then on. That could just literally solve the issue. So, yeah, this idea that these games need to have a blank slate OP self-insert protagonist is just false, in my opinion. It just is. It just is. So on that part, again, true, he's right. Raiden. Yeah, Raiden from Metal Gear Solid, yes. Yeah, I don't want them being OP. That's not the biggest thing. My problem is them being OP and a self-insert blank slate. It's a self-insert blank slate which are the biggest problems for me, I think. In my eyes, Wuthering Waves is not trash, but it's also not the best game ever. Yeah, it's definitely not the best game ever, but I think it's still up there. It's really good. It really is. It's really good. Cautious Hero Seiya, yes. But the thing is, Cautious Hero Seiya, he is OP, but he worked for it. He worked hard for that. And he also has his own opinion and his own personality. He's not just a blank slate. I love Cautious Hero. You want it to be like HSRMC then? More like that, yeah. I just want them to have a personality. In my eyes, Wuthering Waves is bad. That's your position there. And have nothing to do with the story. Again, I don't think it's bad, but it's just opinions, you know? Yeah. Guys, it's currently past midnight for me, so I have got to go to bed. I've got to go to sleep. Yeah, we've checked out Duet Night Abyss. We've checked out Rewinding Cadence. We checked out that video there, and we've talked about all sorts of things. So, yeah, I think it's time for me to go. Again, thank you all so much for joining in this stream. And I'll see you. I've considered playing Limbus Company. Considered it, but I don't want to jump on a train. By that, I mean, like, there's a bunch of other CCs that I just don't want to get involved with. But, yeah. So, anyway, I gotta go. I'll see you all later. I don't know if I'll be streaming tomorrow, but maybe today's Monday, but maybe on Wednesday. Right? So, yeah, see ya. Take care. Peace.